Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's our Feel Good Friday night, and we got Smackdown on tap tonight. It's going to be a fun one. Make sure you get in this chat. Make sure you hit all the buttons. Be a part of the family. Be a part of the fun, as we got a jam-packed Smackdown ahead. But, folks, strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your Feel Good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream. This is another Smackdown, the Smackdown after Mania. Lots expected to happen tonight. Stacked night as far as rumors, stories, what we're going to get, TLC, and so much more, folks. But make sure you get in that chat. Say hello. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Click all those buttons. We want to see triple digits in the chat tonight, so keep it rolling. We appreciate it, but a lot going on, a lot to get into. Me and that pretty face have you all night long. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe, but I will remind you, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Mr. Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick, and yes, my guy, we got the Smackdown after WrestleMania. Finally, maybe these 3 hours will go by flying. We've got, as you can see on the screen, allegedly, Malachi Black, Aleister Black. I'm so used to calling him Malachi now. I want to keep calling him Malachi. But he'll be debuting, returning tonight. He's already been spotted in the city that SmackDown's in. He's been spotted backstage, folks. Yeah, my guy, stacked SmackDown tonight.
Yeah, lots of intrigue going into this one. It's been kind of put out there. Even this morning, Axiom himself took a picture of the SmackDown logo and put that out there. Apparently, they're going to take on Legado or Los Lotharios or whatever they're calling themselves now. So we'll see if they make their debut tonight. We have John Cena's going to be in the house. Again, we got a TLC match for the titles. What does that look like? What does that mean? We got lots to figure out. What's up with Tiffany? What's up with Charlotte? Lots to talk about.
Absolutely, my guy. Well, is there a specific spot you wanted to talk about first?
I mean, again, there's so much to get into. The triple threat tonight's going to be fun. I've kind of petitioned for some hot potato with the belts. So the idea that there could be a title change tonight, I get excited for it. I like the idea, the fact that we're getting a TLC on free TV. Some would argue, why didn't you put that on Mania? But
I was going to ask.
But it's a Friday. It's a beautiful Friday. And they give us a good reason to make sure we don't miss SmackDown tonight with this being announced. So we'll see. Beyond that, the usual IWC meltdowns and cannibalism of each other has always been fun to watch. Again, check your sources, folks. Make sure you know what you're doing out there. But I don't get these people that just wake up and like, what can I shit on today? What can I be crabby about today? I just don't get it. Wake up with a smile, folks. Find a reason to be happy. You don't have to rain on everyone else's parade. Just sit there all day. And know what else I think? No, we don't care. We don't care.
Well, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, because we haven't talked about it. It's come out between Dynamite and all of that. Of speaking of raining on parades, Dwayne raining on LaGreca's parade and everything of his whole meltdown, and Dwayne just, it's all the work, my guy. Calm down. It ain't that bad for you.
Dwayne's been in a weird place, right? Like Dwayne's really kind of thrown himself, kind of made a mess of the situation, and we're not sure what's true, what's not true. I have this weird inkling that somehow they try and tie this all back together at some point, and there is some like on TV beef between The Rock and Triple H. I don't know, but he tried to do damage control. It didn't help. And in addition to that, I mean, I think I created a meme today with him with like The Rock is all elite, because why not? That's what fans are almost cheering for at this point. And it's just funny because one year Rock shows up and they're like, we don't want The Rock, we want Cody. And they all freak out. And then this year, no Rock, and everybody melts down. So it's funny how things
But
work.
you started where the story started, where Dwayne should have been involved. Like, I'm almost, if you, and don't give me Travis Scott if you're not going to give me Dwayne. No one wants to see Travis Scott. I know MDB is going to be mad. I actually like Travis Scott's music outside of Fiend, but yeah, no, I'm now at this point. I'm glad we're just probably, hopefully, done with Dwayne. I'm at this point, I don't want to see Roman versus Dwayne anymore. I'd rather see Roman versus Seth. That's the main event of WrestleMania 42, I feel, at this point. I don't want to see Dwayne anymore.
Yeah, I know the Dwayne thing's interesting, and I don't know where it goes, how it ties into everything. People are pulling up old clips, and it definitely hasn't helped. And he just says, forget about kayfabe. Just going to put, so that LaGreca calms down. Who cares what LaGreca thinks? And we got to remember, I think, it's wise to know that Dave LaGreca is a very smart man in this regard. So again, he's getting all the reaction, he's getting all the clicks. The Rock's running around. He should just kind of maybe be quiet.
Yeah, this is what you're doing. This is what I want you to do.
Right.
You're kind of doing a little, like you said, when he goes on McAfee, it felt like damage control. Oh, and that's when this whole spun towards, is he throwing Triple H under the bus?
Yeah.
Is there an actual real issue, a power struggle between those two?
Yeah, I don't even know if it's a power struggle because, like I said, and I've said this, and I'll stand on this business, that The Rock has no intention of being there every day the way Triple H is and developing talent. No. He has no time for that. He doesn't care for that. He already said, like, I couldn't fit WrestleMania into my schedule, even though I knew I was a part of a story. Like, if you knew you couldn't be there, don't be there. It was anticlimactic. When the minute Travis Scott came out, everybody kept looking at the ramp for who's next, and nobody came. Again, is this some overarching story that they're going to try and tell down the road of the final boss? And I mean, again, if the journey to get there sucks, it's not really a place where you want to be. You got to find a way to get out of this hole, and maybe leaving it alone for a while is the way to do it.
Yeah, well, and I also don't want to start a story if I'm not going to finish it too, though. That's the thing, is this felt like when he's throwing out there that Ari asked me to show up to boost ticket sales. And
why would you say that?
Exactly. Why are you saying that out loud, sir? He doesn't. At this point, he's Hogan himself a little bit. Not in that way, but he's a little just too much. Just shut up, go away, Dwayne. We've had our fill of you for right now.
Yeah, there was a couple things, like he even said, well, I might have finessed the finish a little differently. Like, you don't need to publicly say that shit. You can say that behind closed doors, but you don't need to publicly say that stuff. And
yeah, but you said it, that ultimately that he's not going to be one that's in there day in, day out. He wants to be the one. That's the narrative that's came out of. He seems to be the one that wants that oversweeping of, I'll take the credit for everything when it's good, but people are kind of upset here, so I'll feng shui this of, I would have done the finish a little bit differently. He tries to get out with nothing on him.
Yeah, and I mean, ultimately, he's stuck on this one because the biggest issue with what happened was one of the people in the story didn't show up at the end. Like, Jon Snow didn't show up to the final battle. What are we doing here?
Well, and didn't even advertise that he was going to be there or anything. Didn't hype up WrestleMania at all. Did you see him do a tweet, an Instagram video, YouTube clip, anything?
There was nothing. So, I mean, again, interesting times for that, for Triple H. Again, we'll see where this goes and what happens, but the Rock should know better. He doesn't need to be going out. And that's where, like, part of me is like, is it all just him trying to play a game here? I have no idea. I mean, it does feel a little egomaniacal, but we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes.
Right. Well, could it have been, even last thing I'll say, could it have been he realized even the interview with McAfee didn't go well, so now I'm going to feng shui this even again. Mr. Miyagi, wax on, kayfabe off.
Right. Yeah, definitely feels like he's trying. And again, I mean, as of right now, it hurt more than it helped. That's for sure. But again, he's not a big part of anything. When he does show up, people, who cares? He's just a part-timer. His movies are shit. Then, now we're going through this, and fans are like, oh, he's killing it, and he's ruining everything. Like, relax. I mean, everything else is still functioning. We're good.
Well, and I'm glad that we've still got the man on the screen there, John Cena, that this is really now the focal point of this story, and now we're going to get, most likely, I think all but confirmed, Randy versus Cena at Backlash. That I guess they're even rumored to advertise it as like one last time type of thing.
Yeah, it was funny to see the internet today reporting like John Cena and Randy Orton been discussed for Backlash. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think we've been talking about that for a minute now. But thank you for catching up, Dirt Sheets.
Well, it's like they report like people don't watch the shows. Like, because we literally, as soon as we saw him show up, we were both like, that's what they're doing at Backlash. That's why you had Randy versus Joe Hendry at WrestleMania, which was a quick little thing, which we talked about this, me and Anthony did. And it was funny though, because TNA hyped up their, I guess, their supposed burial, if you believe Twitter, of their top talent, because they showed the whole video. They hyped him being there around WrestleMania weekend. But if you look at Twitter, he got buried.
They're morons. And then this is as polite
not
as
y'all people, not y'all, them, the other people.
You can hear my voice right now, and you think that Joe Hendry did a job and they embarrassed TNA. Go subscribe to the Wrestling Observer Network, because that's where those ideas come from. Those are where those thoughts come from. I commented on a couple things because it's been bothering me. Joe Hendry is over the fucking moon. Joe's so happy. Got his merch got sold out. TNA's happy with it. Now I got people online posting Slammiversary ticket numbers to prove that it didn't help at all. Yeah, but when we get to July, we'll see those numbers move. Like, people are just so desperate for the negative aspect of something. Dave Meltzer or anyone else that thinks that this was an issue, it's moronic. It's silly. You clearly don't get it. And if the wrestler, the WWE, and TNA are all happy, like according to the internet, everyone involved are just fucking morons and they don't get it. Sorry, Uncle Dave. It doesn't work for me, brother. Like, at the end of the day, everybody involved feels they benefited from it. TNA's loving the exposure. We've seen it even on this channel, the interest in TNA. People want to know who Joe Hendry is. But this idea that he lost to Randy fucking Orton. He didn't lose to the Brooklyn Brawler. He lost to Randy Orton. Randy Orton knocked you out with an RKO in 30 seconds if he wants to. It was a big moment. The clips of all, like, Randy standing in the ring going, like, look at this. Like, they did such a great thing for this guy. Shut up.
Well, yeah. How do you know better than the company that booked them and put them in that platform? Like I said, we were talking about it last night. They aired that stuff twice during their show. I've never seen someone publicly announce and display their own burial that much. If that's the case, you don't know better than the company itself.
Because they've been, sorry, Nick, just to interrupt, but they've been trained that if you're a brand new guy or a guy we never see on TV, if you get in a match, it's going to be a 15-minute back and forth where at times you might even be in control of the majority of the match, just eat it out. That's what some of these fans think every wrestler gets. And Joe losing a short match, still had an opportunity to get his shit in, plus made a really big moment. You don't get wrestling. You don't. It's dumb.
An impromptu match that obviously you can have the match. It's a big moment for both guys. It's not going to continue a story afterwards because you're going to Randy versus Cena. And you have probably arguably third. I got to adjust to where I am now on the screens. But third greatest RKO of all time.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's up there. It's amazing. So what a great WrestleMania moment. Joe, again, to me, how are you mad when the guy it happened to is thrilled? That's the weirdest shit. Like, how much desperation do you have in your hate to be mad? Like, you're basically telling Joe, you're a moron. You don't get it.
Stop being mad on other people's behalfs and everything. The man's so over that Randy freaking Orton sat there and closed out the moment hitting his pose. He didn't hit the Viper pose. He didn't ha-ha and he and tee-hee and at the kid or anything. Right. He sat there and hit his pose. Putting him over more.
The story I heard, Nick, was that Randy was given a list of names and he picked Joe out of the lineup. Like, there was nothing bad about this. Nothing. And some people have argued for a long time that TNA is the number 2 brand. They are selling equivalent tickets. There are nights that TNA has sold more tickets to a show than AEW has sold to a show. But people want to shit on it. And again, it's this attitude of everything WWE is garbage. Everything that TNA does is worthless. That means we're great. Why don't you just stand on your own business? Be good. and support the good of what you have instead of trying to pull everyone else around you, because it just makes you look bad. It really making people look bad. Like, I'm just going to wake up today and shit on everything else everyone else did. It's dumb.
Like what you want to like. That's fine, all due respect and everything like that. But you don't literally need to out there and openly just try and hate on everything else just because it ain't what you like.
Yeah. Well, that's I tweeted out the Holy Grail gift.
Run away! I saw that.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's true. It's like, oh, well, this has been proven. I'm like, can you show me how it's been proven? Ghosted, like a bad Tinder date, like gone. Then nobody wants to fucking talk about it. No one wants to get into the facts of what's happening. Just, I feel like it's the best company, so it is. Shut the fuck up. It's not true. It's not true. But on a more positive note, we are getting John Cena tonight. We are getting potentially Malachi Black. Lots to talk about. Alexa coming back in the fold with the 6 as their leader. We're supposed to get this tag match tonight. Chelsea, Nick Aldis phoned her from while he was live. Chelsea will be defending against Vega again. We're running this one back. I'm a little surprised, but here we go. And then, of course, the TLC match, MCMG, the Street Profits, and DIY going to take on each other tonight. And then, of course, Sunday, we are live, 7:30 p.m. We will bring you TNA Rebellion. It's going to be a fun night, 3 hosts. Lots going on here at the channel. Stacked Rebellion card. So tune in, folks. We don't miss a beat.
Absolutely. Well, you think now because we got SmackDown 3 hours, this match goes an hour? The TLC match?
Could give it a solid 45 minutes plus entrances. Yeah, I could see it going for a hot minute. I mean, I wonder where they're going to place it. Main event, most likely.
Yeah.
And we'll see how early they start this. They're going to get 30 solid. Have to.
Oh, it's a TLC. Now, granted, are you going to get your huge spots of going through the tables and jumping off this and jumping through that?
I hope so. I hope it delivers.
Well, I hope it delivers, but it's still, at times we've seen that to where you have like a ladder match and it'll be a TV match and it's not the same as it is on a pay-per-view. Yeah.
Not that same level. I hope not. I hope they treat this one fun. And, I hope the boys are safe. But I'm looking for some carnage here tonight. With that being said, folks, we got about 10 minutes before the start of SmackDown here tonight. Maggie, the first one in the chat. Welcome. Again, Bradley gifting gifts, giving out another membership. And this time it's, in the words of DJ Khaled, and another one for the Leafs. 1 win away from shoving the brooms up the Senators' candy ass. Are you ready for this? Like, honest to God, 3-0. Again, will Ottawa get one? They might, but it's over. Like, this is done. Let's go. And I want it to be done. I said it live. I'm knocking on all the woods.
There you go. Well, to quote Jay-Z, we're on to the next one.
It's crazy times in the playoffs, but Leafs are looking good.
Hey, if they keep going, we might end up doing a Stanley Cup stream or something like that. I see you pulling me into a Leaf stream here at some point.
Right. Well, again, we're going to definitely have some split screen streams where I may be slightly distracted by the blue and white, but they look good. They really look good. It's optimism, but I know, and you know the pain. It's you. They build you up before they break your heart, right? You go apathetic all season. We'll see in the playoffs, and then things start getting well, and you're like, yes, and then that's
the sweetest kiss is right before they dump you.
Right, Damian Heater, the leader of the Hopium Tribe. Looking forward to all the things. Tyler, welcome back. Eric, good to see you. I hope you are well. Yes, let's go. Zelina and her hubby. Wonder if they'll go back to back.
Could be.
Axiom and Frazier making their SmackDown debut against Los Garza. Yes, let's go. Should cook. Los Garza, I think, is underrated because they haven't done a lot, but they can go. TJ Dennis.
You think official call up for Fraxium with this?
It's got to be. I mean, they lost the belts to Hank and Tank. Keep them up. The main roster's tag team division still need love. SmackDown is better than Raw. I still keep petitioning one men's belt, like the NXT belt. Sorry, like the women's belt, because it just makes it more fun. Because then you don't have to stack all the divisions. You can have some moving parts. But we'll see. The draft is going to be interesting this time. That if do they try and move a bunch of tag teams to one show and then move a bunch of smaller guys to another show. Like, I wonder how they divide it, and if one show leans heavy on certain divisions and the other catches the other ones.
That's funny though. You mentioned the draft because well, they've got the NFL draft, and I could see everybody that down in the later comments is letting me know that the Bills picks in. But I got to talk to you of how we're going to do our draft and everything for that. And also it's going to be interesting of if they like, does the draft really matter anymore? Like, are you really worthwhile with this? Like, yeah.
Nick, we've been down this road, my friend.
I know.
We've been down this road. We have this conversation every year, and every year I'm like,
because they do it every year.
Yeah, like every year I kind of like try and defend it. Every year I'm like, no, it's going to be different this time. And it never is. Even right now, like it's scrambled eggs. Maybe this draft has a little bit of a different vibe. Now that Triple H is, kind of securely doing everything that he should be doing. But I have no faith in the draft. I think it's just a bit of pomp and circumstance until proven otherwise. And they have to change how they do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do you have to have like your top people go first and everything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't have the pick number 2 is DIY.
Yeah, you can't do shit like that. Carmelo Hayes can't go third, if you want to do the first few rounds in bulk, therefore you can get some of the big names out of the way, but the big names have to be in the draft. You can't just and the next mid-card guy. Like,
do the big names as the special on TV. Do all the other names respectfully. Yeah. Sorry about your damn luck. You get X amount of picks off air. You read about it online. That's what they've done before, but you would also see like those random, like bigger name that somehow slides and is just in a press release instead of being on TV.
Go back to the old days when they didn't tell them, right? Go back to the Vince days where
they got pissed in the fucking locker.
Leagues are like, we're what? Yeah, go to that shit. Go do that shit. Tell all the wrestlers that aren't booked on the show, or like it's draft week, we want you on social media. Like, we want to see your live reaction to shit. And if you get announced that you were drafted, like,
remember when they did that to Claudio and he was so caught off guard and just cut like the worst, but like straight shoot promo and everything.
What's up, Christian? Love the Leaf love. I appreciate it. ABJ, welcome back. Axiom and Fraser step into SmackDown. Ring for the very first time, facing a formidable Los Garza. Talk about trial by fire. Can the rookies survive the debut? I think they can. I think it's going to be fun either way.
Oh, they win. They win. That's why they're facing Garza. They get the win. Garza ain't getting the win.
People said, you can't just always drop them right on people's laps, right? So, Jason, Adams, Safit, the Yeet God, how you doing? How you doing? TJ, Vance, Hassan, how are you tonight? How are you? I hope everyone out there again is happy, healthy, and safe. Eat God, we got you. Merle, how you doing? Merle. Rhea Ripley, women's champion, wins Backlash versus EO. Rumor is that we're going to get Rhea versus EO at Backlash. I do not want to see Rhea win the belt back.
No, I should she now, because she got involved with she did kind of have EO's back. Should you maybe get her involved with like a Roxanne or a Julia or something like that? Because that was kind of what they played out on Monday.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean, it keeps her busy. You got to find mid-card things for them to do. Odds, how you doing? TJ got you. Dale, welcome back. Stoner Jesus, may the blunt be with you. And also with you. Odds, how you doing? AB, we got you. How you doing? TJ got you. He said, disagree, Nick, but we're not sure why.
Fair enough. That tells you how far behind we are at times. Y'all talk a lot. We need to sign a guest book here before you get in here.
Right. MTB, the leader of the knee pad patrol. Welcome back. Jules in KC was up. Michael Campbell, how you doing? Do you see Paul Heyman cutting an explanation for the turning on Roman Reigns and aligning with Seth? I think he did kind of touch on that already in multiple ways, and they'll continue to tell that story. But again, I think Seth has explained it well, as far as, hey, they both treated me like shit, and I was the only option. So, I mean, Punk pulled you one way, used you to get a favor. Roman mistreated you, left you for dead. Yeah, that's kind of the reason.
And it sets up so perfectly already for Roman versus Seth at some point is going to be a huge match.
For sure. I mean, with all that history, again, you got that clippable, the chair to the back again, so we can see the evolution of the chairs to the back and how it's played a part in this 10-year story. So yeah, you got a point.
Well,
Brad, go ahead.
Last thing I was just going to say, and Seth, his point reigns true now of in the big moments when it counts, you can't beat me.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a claim. Bradley, again, welcome. Thank you for all the memberships gifted. And again, thank you for the Maple Leaf love. I do appreciate it. Let's go. Lots of Jaguars talk over the last 24 hours.
Yeah, don't be surprised if Travis Hunter shows up on AW Dynamite probably next week. I'm letting you know now. He's the guy they just drafted who plays wide receiver and cornerback. So he's basically the Shohei Ohtani of the NFL. Yeah. So don't be surprised. You might think it's Travis Scott, but it'll be Travis Hunter.
I seen a clip of somebody, and they were breaking down the trade, and they made it actually sound like it might have been a mistake to trade it. Like how much they kind of got hosed on it to get what they wanted, but I think it's Cleveland that worked out well. But Cleveland always fucks things up. So
Cleveland got draft capital. If Travis Hunter doesn't end up being the generational talent he's now been pitched to be, it's going to be a bad trade for Jacksonville. But it's funny because it literally happened when we were watching last night. And everyone in the chat, and even I, was like, AW was just drafted Travis Hunter. Yeah, I think they might have shown TK at the draft.
Well, they probably did. I mean, at least he didn't have a neck brace this year. But everything going around of like Travis Hunter is all elite and shit. I'm like, this is weird. Denisha, how are you? Anthony, how you doing? I figured you'd like that monologue. But yeah, I mean, TNA coverage. Don't forget that. Anthony's got a review and preview with our buddy Nick out there. Another Nick. All our guests are Nick.
All the Nicks. We're just all collected. They're cloning me out here.
Right. But we're looking forward to that on Saturday, folks. Click that little bell. It will be popping up, and it should be a good time. Looking forward to it. Plus, we got Rebellion on Sunday. As I got about a minute. So Saffit, Cherokee George, Ryan Powell, I see you. How you doing? Frankie, welcome back. Wesley, welcome back. Stephen Chambers. Goal 06. Let's go. Do you guys ever sleep? I mean, I took the night off last night. I needed sleep desperately. I feel good today.
I sleep in like segments now at this point. It's like every couple hours or so, and I'm just up doing shit and back asleep. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Chambers? Ghouls, always a pleasure. Welcome, Kevin, Adam. We'll come back to that. We'll figure that out. But TJ, Kevin, bum. Stephen Chambers, got you. Howdy, Ryan Powell, already clicked your name. Louis, Jose, I read Love and
Luigi.
Louis. Jose, how you doing? Ole. If the leaves make some noise, we want to see KJ's live reaction. Yeah, I'm more than happy to provide that. I damn near peeled the paint off the walls 19 seconds into overtime last night. Such a big goal. So let's go. Bill's picking. All right.
Shout out to everyone that was letting me know about the pick and everything like that. I think that's who we were projected to kind of take. I'm not mad at the pick. Yeah.
Okay. Dun. Roll Tide's back with us. We're starting any second, folks, and we will try and get to every comment. We do our best. Don't forget the super chat, super stickers, 6 paths. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Dale, Bradley, TJ, Spaz with a $5 super chat. We'll get that. Once we sync up, we'll come back to that super chat. Mr. Spaz. Bear, Snoochie Boochie, buddy.
Snoochie Boochie. But I've then.
Ooh.
Now. I'm not touching nothing. We Snoochie Boochied it.
Forever. Let's go. Nick and I are synced up. You can do the same at home. We're going to have a fun night. SmackDown is packed, and we are together. I like when a plan comes together.
On the mic, on my hands, I'm a bad man. Even in the streets, I'm a bad man.
I've listened to more fucking John Cena hip-hop last month than I have in a long time.
Roddy, what up?
Snoochie Boochies.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Where is
we like this Jay and Unsilent Bob?
Yeah, Unsilent Bob. I'm on pins and needles, hoping the Raiders take Shadur.
Yeah, Shadur Sanders, Dion's kid. Has he been drafted yet? Because I saw the Giants traded up to pick a quarterback above him. He was supposed to go quarterback number 2, like was either going to go top 5 or not in the first round. I don't know if he's been drafted yet. And I've seen other quarterbacks who definitely weren't projected to go above him. So he hasn't been drafted yet. Oh, that's crazy.
Still on board as the new U.S. champion in the building.
Walking and Solo looking happy.
Yeah, so you know how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Tiffy in the building.
Yo, with the gash. Barbie got a crack.
Yeah, I mean, again, she caught at least one potato.
Yeah. Hard to say
Kyle,
bullshit.
Right, Kyle, good to see. What was it? Did Meltzer give it like 1 1/4 star?
Well, yeah, it's 1 1/4 or 1 1/2. And everyone's like, all right, my guy.
Listen,
it's bad, but not that bad.
That's what he gets all giddy of like, oh, people didn't like it. I'll really swing at it. You're like, you swung too far, bitch. Get back.
Yeah. Fouled that one off, did you, Dave?
Oh my God. Come on. The shit that we have to watch that you love. Get out of here, bro.
Well, and again, it's so funny to see how many wrestlers just publicly just dunk on the star ratings.
Because he made a joke of it. It was something really cool that made people pay attention. Now you've embarrassed yourself.
It was cool when not everyone had access to all of this shit to watch what he was actually talking about. Now that I can click on any time and I can go and watch what he's actually giving 7.5 stars to, then it's a whole different discussion.
Yeah, we're not just taking your word for it anymore, right? Like,
exactly. I can get a good look at, well, this is the reverse of that. If I could get a good look at a steak by sticking my head up a cow's ass, but I'd rather take the butcher's word for it. Now I don't want to take the butcher's word for it. I don't trust him.
Yeah, we don't trust the butcher. Yeah, that's a problem. Right. As we are running through WrestleMania highlights.
Right.
And of course, Gunther has been suspended. Gunther will be taking some time off.
I like that because you've made it a story and now it gives him a bit of a reset. It gives him he goes away for a minute.
Yeah. I saw a lot of people. He shouldn't be suspended. We hate Pat. I was like, you guys are like insane. Killing me, Smalls. Finally, someone took out Pat.
Really good, because I saw people saying, well, how come Cole didn't have that same energy with Heidenreich?
Oh my God. Amazing. Welcome to the Friday Night Smackdown after WrestleMania 41. Get ready for the Human Demolition Derby known as tables, ladders, and chairs. Please, plus the debuts and other stuff. Yeah, we got there.
I was going to say, you made it all the way to the very end.
That's crazy. Me and Fatu both wearing custom Raiders jerseys. There you go.
You get an honorary shake now from Jacob because of that.
Gunther suspended indefinitely. Yeah, and yes. I believe, is Pat doing some college stuff or something?
Well, he was doing the draft stuff. I don't know what he's doing. Like, I don't know. Some people have thought it's because of like going back to football season and this and everything.
Yeah, but I feel like it's too early.
I don't know. Well, that's why I'm like, are they just writing him off for a half minute so he could do the draft stuff? Is that really it? Maybe. Or is there something else here? But it does give Gunther some time away. It is a way that you keep him looking strong, and now he's still the uber bad guy, and now he can go and take a couple of weeks off, maybe a month off. I just don't ever want to see Gunther versus Pat in a match.
I think
no how. I like Pat. I like Gunther.
With it. I think it'll be a great match. Pat sells his ass off, and Gunther would
It'll be 10 seconds. It should be 10 seconds.
That would make it interesting. Play a little stick and move, run around, stay away.
He didn't do that on Monday.
No, because he got choked out. Pat's a showman. If they give us a Pat Gunther match, it's going to be fun.
Because Gunther needs to look like a badass. You're a fucking commentator. I should chop the shit out of you and pin you and 1, 2, 3. Or I get you, I chop you, I choke you. You're done.
As long as he's in control the majority of time, he'd be perfectly fine, and it keeps him busy as he just gave up that world title. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah, like I said, he's getting control for 9 out of the 10 seconds of that match.
Yeah, no, if they book it, it's gonna go. They're not gonna book it for a squash.
So then that's why I'm saying don't book it. I don't want them to book it.
Yeah,
I don't want to get there.
I think it'll be fun. And I mean, I'm curious to see where the story itself goes as far as, is Pat getting mad on his show? Does Gunther show up there? What do you do? But John Cena opens the night.
And do you like now even that we saw it at WrestleMania, now everything's devoid of color. There is no pomp and circumstance, really. Now, granted, the only way this could be more nothing is if he didn't play the theme song. But this is going back to you get nothing. You get what you deserve.
And they only play the song for the chant.
Yeah, that is really it. And now wearing the belt backwards of I'm taking this home with me. So I've got it on me like a goddamn backpack.
Yep. And again, not even any overlay on the graphic. It's just his name, both on the big screen and the small screen. It's insane.
And every time though, and it might be what they're trying to hit with him doing the towel thing, but it reminds me of say LeBron James first time after he goes to Miami and he plays back in Cleveland that you're going to get absolutely decimated by the crowd. So I'm going to put this out here. I'm blocking you out. Yeah. Shut up. You are nothing. You are silence to me. Yeah. All of that.
That's it. Like the towel over the head, the arms kind of blocking his periph. It's tunnel vision. I don't see you. If for 20 years you didn't see me.
Couldn't see me.
You. Right?
Mwah.
What are the Browns waiting for? I mean, again, the Browns are historically bad at drafting.
To get flushed. That's what they're waiting for.
What's the deal with Rock and Trips? I still think this is more conflated than people are making it seem.
Slow news days of people want drama. People want smoke, so they just start really blowing at just ashes and embers and shit.
Yeah, again, people don't seem to understand how business works, right? And they have this fantasy idea of The Rock just showed up on a Tuesday and was like, hey, I'm going to fucking do something at Elimination Chamber. And Trips was like, I don't think you should. And he was like, too bad. He was like, okay.
I'm the final boss. Drink some Terramana.
Right? You remember, the guy owns shares in the company. He wants the company to be successful. Again, it's this idea that he just fucks everybody at random. It might actually be a louder buzz around.
Well, and he has to know after how everything with DC went, and now if this is starting to go, you're getting a sour taste with people's mouths, that you should very much really kind of walk away from this a little bit, Dwayne. Go take a sabbatical, go film your movies, go film Moana 75. Right. We're good. Just collect a paycheck from what Hunter does.
Let's go. Cena. The crowd is loud.
As we've got a special note passed off to the new ring announcer here.
Yeah, they give him. Listen to how loud this crowd is.
But you're just as loud as it is for Cena Sucks. It's just as loud for Let's Go Cena.
It's crazy because the reaction for him didn't change. He could have stayed babyface and got the same treatment. It's crazy shit.
My sincerest apologies.
What is this? Oh, never mind. My favorite part of the draft was when a younger was finding YouTube highlights of the players my team drafted and then convinced myself we got a stud. Yeah, it's common for a lot of teams.
Yeah. I've never heard of you, but now you're amazing. Real champion. John, why did you buffer right now?
It's so good. So good. Drag out the drag out the arm raise and silence. No, emotionless.
It's funny because my stuff kind of buffered for half a second there, so it dragged it out even a little bit longer. He really is. Is he, honestly, at this point, is he the GOAT? He was as big as Dwayne. He's won more championships than Rick. He's more notable and more pop cultural reference. I would almost argue, no disrespect to anybody, than Dwayne or Stone Cold. Again, debatable. I'll hear that argument. And
I hear voices in my head.
And he's been the face of the company almost as long, if not longer, than Hogan was.
It's a very good case. A very good case. I think I hesitate because it almost feels like a generational thing of like, I was never a huge Cena guy.
Well, you're always going to have generational things.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, yeah, he's on the Rushmore for sure. I mean, Austin, I still think Austin, there was nothing really like Austin, no matter the length of his run or how many belts. He was so wildfire, and he took over the world. He transcended wrestling in a lot of ways. I mean, Hogan in the 80s, as much as we hate him, again, it was kind of a crazy big movement, but it was different. But I guess Austin was part of an ensemble that all kind of got over. Cena was kind of the best guy at maybe not the best of times.
But he was the one that was the beacon raising the ship.
Yeah.
And could it even be with Austin? This might have to be a court thing,
maybe.
honestly. But with Austin, is it just because you were there, like that was your childhood? You experienced Austin's rise versus if you were a little bit younger and experienced Cena's rise.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably be like one of the kids or some of the people in the chat that grew up on Cena that are like, greatest of all time, Jules, right? Like, again, I get that. He's definitely on the Rushmore. I mean, again, 17-time world champion. Still, I mean, he's been at this for all these years and getting this kind of response still. Like, people talk about being over, and the internet fans, Cena's garbage, blah, blah, blah. He is over as fuck. He is more over than entire companies, entire countries. He is over as fuck.
He's gotten over as a heel to the point that they boo Cody. They started booing Cody now.
Little bitches. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, that's a whole other conversation, but I know it's special now a bit because we're getting to see two legends go at it and everything, but there was definitely a time when it was like every pay-per-view, it was Cena versus Orton. So there's definitely got to be some people out there that are like, this shit again? I thought I got away from you.
No, and I mean, again, if people want to take it in context is king on this one, because John Cena's kind of going through the checklist. That's why we're kind of intrigued by a CM Punk John Cena thing, because it feels like Punk might be on that list of, on my way out, I gotta make something with some of these guys. Orton's high up on that list. We talked about Orton retiring John Cena. I don't think that's going to be the case, but again, I think Orton is another guy that it's the farewell one last time, like they're advertising. Smart shit. Because even if you're
go ahead.
I was going to say, if you're a relapse fan, like if you're a fan and you remember Cena and Randy having wars, it might make you tune in to that particular one more time. I don't really watch wrestling, but I got to see that.
Oh, absolutely. If you're a lapsed fan and now you hear all this buzz, John Cena, 17, John Cena, WrestleMania, Travis Scott. Now you tune in and
you lost us at the end.
Well, either way, but no, that's going to get people. That's going to get headlines. That's going to get attention. That's going to get people remembering wrestling. And you come back, and now it's John Cena versus Randy Orton again. Hey, I remember both these guys. I know these guys.
Yeah. Do you see the rumors of John Cena and Travis Scott?
No, I don't want to hear this. I've heard it. I don't want to acknowledge it. Don't speak it. If we say it 3 times, he shows up like goddamn Beetlejuice.
Right.
Man's like fucking Voldemort out here. He who shall not be named. He's joining an infamous list. As Randy's out here cutting a promo.
There you go.
Damien letting us know House Glory is finally started. Oh, he said it was, I saw it. Yeah, starting with Trevor Lee and Charles Mason.
That's a good start.
Yeah, Damien, let us know. We talked about this a little bit earlier. We may peek at it, but we're trying to keep a focus on SmackDown.
Yeah, for those who don't know, right now House of Glory does have a show on. Charles Mason is taking on Trevor Lee, formerly
Cameron Grimes. We talked about him last night because potential big surprises that may show up at Rebellion, or say independent stars that right now TNA could sign and bring into the fold that would really kind of help their division, because the free agent market's a little weak.
A little light. I guess people are claiming people before they're even free agents. They're like, When I got that one, dibs.
Right. She might have 6 months left on her contract. I got her a year and a half. All right, we'll take her. We got her.
Yeah, these reports of WWE throwing big money at Mariah may be something they're considering, but they're not. Like, again, this is fake news. It's something that they're making up because the WWE can't even get near that woman as long as she's under contract.
Yeah, what happened to these same journalists and everything, these same outlets
Idiots.
that were saying of Tony's accusing WWE of contract tampering. Now we're publicly doing it. You're literally putting it out there that they're doing it.
Yeah. We just wanted to let everyone know we're going to tamper again. Thank you.
Right. We're just announcing our tampering this time.
But Randy kind of running some business here with John, letting him know how he feels about everything.
Take it from me, John. You need to have some damn kids. Could you imagine a bunch of square? Well, remember, we thought at one point it was going to be Randy versus John at WrestleMania.
Yes. Square-jawed little kids.
You would be a better human being if you were a father. I don't know. I don't know. Do I speak up for John now as not a father? Right. So do I defend this case?
You're like kid schmids.
Oh, the noise.
Right. What is he even going to say? How dare you?
Renegade. Wasn't Randy the one who took jumper cables to Cena's? No. You're thinking of Kane and Shane.
Kane and Shane.
No, yeah, well, when Kane did that to Shane McMahon when he was hung up in the ring post, the most that Randy ever did with any sort of volatile stuff was when he was hitting the pyro thing.
Right.
When he was 09 bald head Randy Orton.
When he was mashing everybody.
When we took over the...
And you love them. Good for you. Do you want to know why? The real reason I don't have this is getting deep.
But this is where he's gonna go because he's gonna bring up all the Make-A-Wish as soon as I can see. And you love them, but I've spent all, and he goes into the Make-A-Wish, Break-A-Wish. He's out here to fuck them kids.
I didn't have kids because of the last 25 years. My miserable job.
Here's the real truth.
Crazy. I'd have a family. I'd have this if it wasn't for you people.
That's so good. I've been a better parent to your children than you ever have.
Your dad's a loser, kid. Let's go.
Oh, great. A 6-year-old just gave me the finger. Is it the same kid from, what was it, Collision?
Jericho? Yeah.
Jericho.
It's all right. The whole section just followed suit.
That is why I don't have kids. That is so good. This is just, that's just at the core.
Oh, okay. That's deep, John, for the 6-year-old in the crowd.
All right. Don't look at me like you're gonna do that. It might be the Jericho kid. He's about to fight a 6-year-old.
Right. Some kid's dad is about to hop the rail.
Right.
But talk about genuinely kind of going at, like digging in to get a real fuck you response. It's good shit.
Well, again, he has so much to pull from. And again, you have two guys that are good on the mic, have spent all this time together. They have nothing but history to talk about. And now you can take everything from John. I was out there being, he was the kids, he was Fruity Pebbles. He was, the kids' hero and everything. So now he can spin it of, I was raising your kids better than you ever could.
Right. Cena hating the kids is funny. I love it. I think it's great. Cena going beast mode. I love it. This is so classic. It's just gaslighting at its finest. Like, fuck you, I'm blowing all of this up on, I might feel justified, but I might not be right.
Yeah, but Cena's on a Rushmore too of not only just for being the greatest of all time, but being one of the greatest on the mic too. Like that's the thing. There is that whole kind of vibe of remember, if you're going to be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to cut a promo, kid. Of John will eat you alive if he can,
Right?
If he decides to.
Right. I call BS. I watch Total Divas. Not sure what that's in response to. I mean, I've watched 7 to 9 minutes of several episodes.
I'd watched him being the frat boy of what up, D nice and all that. And he's out there just annoying the shit out of Nikki Bella. Yeah.
All these rules. Randy almost broke character. Almost. He chuckled. Like, did you honestly just tell that kid's daddy's a loser?
Right. Well, that's the thing is Randy would be a guy that enjoys that shit because he would do it too.
Right. I feel like Randy agrees, except Randy has like 4 kids. Daddy Randy. Yeah. Cena's cooking.
Cena sucks.
This is basically Total Bella's John Cena. Yeah, right? I don't want your stinking kids. I don't like your sister. Why you
don't
want
to get married ever?
Right? We have
but no, he just always manages to play like the crowd plays perfectly into his hand. He knows how to set them up. He even told it back about how they booed Cody and everything, and they instantly play into it. He brings up the chant of "Let's go, Cena! Cena sucks," and they instantly play into it.
Oh yeah. Again,
people like a goddamn fiddle.
But there's people out there. There's entire companies out there wishing they could make their fan base eat out of their palms the way this is right now.
Those are BDSM wrestling companies. I don't know if we talk to those wrestling companies.
Capitals won, Canadians won. The Canadians are in tough, man. Ovi and crew are rolling. Cena saying the crowd only cares about cheap pops. Facts.
And then gets them to go for a cheap pop.
It's funny because in a way, John Cena saying all the shit that you and I have said on here a lot, right? You only care about the pops. You're toxic. It's not a healthy relationship with wrestlers. You obsess. You idolize. You can't just enjoy. Like it's Cena saying all of it.
Now I don't know if we take this as, am I the drama or is he just the WFU champion? Who did you just go at now?
The dude dressed up as Jack Black. He's 100 years old.
And labeled. For simply trying to do something different.
Let's go. Let's go.
Is John Cena my hero? Is that what we're trying to say with this? Like, is he the WFU champion right now? We agree with John Cena?
Right. Randy's saying this is some bizarre world where I'm a good guy and you're a bad guy and you would somehow listen to me. It's crazy, right?
This is Superman's the villain and Lex Luthor's the fucking hero.
Right? Even has a haircut to prove it.
My family. Hey, I like that though. From Randy to tie in Cody into that. Oh, don't forget because Cody's probably going to take a little sabbatical.
Yeah, he's at Disney apparently. I didn't need to know that, but apparently he is.
Well, he looks like he might work there in his free time. So,
what up, Maddie? Shut your mouth. And Randy again, no slouch on this mic.
But this is Titans. Is this kind of generation's Rock Austin?
In a way, yeah, for sure. Like, again, like the biggest heel of that time and the biggest baby face of that time, they just so happen to switch spots, right? Yeah. But it's still like for a generation, this is huge. This is this is epic. Randy again is a gem. It might be the first time Randy's ever fought Cena, and he's actually the bigger guy. He might actually outweigh John Cena right now.
Well, I think it's for sure the first time I think we've ever cheered for Randy going into it. I'll say that.
You're just setting up the Cena haters, right? I'm like, oh, I always cheered for Randy.
100%. But yeah. We welcome the discussion as we see about 90 some odd people kicking with us. We've been flirting with that triple digits. We've been there. Let's see if we can stay there.
Right. And so Cena walks away, but
Randy starts grabbing. This is when he starts to hear the voices. They call to me. Or KO.
The crowd knows. The crowd gets it. Cena raised me for the last 27 years.
Prove it right here, right now. Put that title on the line. Right here, and wherever the fuck we are. I believe it's Dallas, Texas.
I like that, ABJ. I mean, not just the sentiment, not the story. John Cena reminds me of Lita in 2005 when she told the whole world to let me entertain you. That's a different problem.
Yo, Christian.
Yeah, the voices are talking. No.
Well, and Cena, again, he's doing the chicken shit. No. This is mine. I leave with this.
I fight when I want to fight.
This is mine. I get to leave with this. There should be a match.
One last time.
Disputed championship.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that 316. It's a silly thing. Enjoy the wrestling that's on in front of you, buddy.
Well, this is where he's going to mention they will want to do it in St. Louis, in your hometown. Should happen at Backlash.
Oh, wait, dirt sheets, get out there and start reporting. Confirmed.
Yeah. No, that'll be the headlines tomorrow morning.
I love people following these dirt sheets. We've been saying shit for 6 months, and they're like, ding, oh, we got it. Yeah, thank God. Ray Phoenix can be in the WWE right after the Ray Phoenix is coming promo vignette package.
Because we watch more wrestling than anybody else out there. We are live all the time watching wrestling out there. We do this day in and day out. We're actually watching the shows instead of just getting recaps and telling you what could be, should be, would be.
Take a good look, Randy.
Last real champion.
I like it. The last real champion. There you go. Backlash, St. Louis. We knew it was coming. It's official. John Cena, Randy Orton, 1-on-1. And John says, after you fail, you got no excuses. Oh!
Fell for the oldest trick in the book. Hey, catch this. Yeah, catch this elbow.
Right?
But this is the first time John's really gone over physically at the end of a segment. Normally, the last two we saw with Cody was he took a crossroads.
Yeah, I think you make this more of a back and forth between these two men, just because we knew Cody was about to eat a whole lot of shit, so they gave him a little bit of
the belt shot. But they're looking at could it be somebody? It's a long time build.
Oh, let's go. Down goes Cena. Randy, he's so unreal.
No one knows what he does with his gestations, but it's provocative and it gets the people going.
Like Viper was the perfect take on this guy. He moves like a fucking snake.
Yeah. Well, he looks like he'd be a goddamn Slytherin. Just hit him. Why are you just hyping yourself up?
Oh,
shit. Is he going to punt kick John Cena? Is he going to punt kick John Cena?
Threaten it. Look. Randy's got the belt.
He's so goddamn swole even compared to what he ever was. He is the biggest he has ever been.
First time John's up against a jacked KO.
Yeah,
Randy is tying this into his family. I love it. He's a Nabo, baby. That he is.
Absolutely. Well, and even then, still, too, of when he ties it into the whole Cody thing of when he talks about wrestling has more than one royal family, he's not just talking about his family. He's talking about mine. And so now we're going to have last time ever in Randy's hometown to where they're going to bring out getting Cowboy Bob and all of this.
Oh, yeah. And Cena's going to beat him right in front of his own whole family.
Or he just bloodies Cowboy. Well, no, he might have. He's still got the the thing.
I guess this makes it official.
Yeah.
As we're getting a vignette, we're getting a package pre-tape for Fraxium.
They very much need to get called up. There's nothing left for them, especially as far as tag team wrestlers in NXT. The best you could have done is you split them up and they maybe start to fight for singles titles, but I love them as a tag team. They were the best tag team of 2024. Yeah. They've arguably still been the best tag team of 2025.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's great. And like you said, I mean, you give them an opportunity to be in something of note, right? Like you bring them up, and there's a lot of good tag teams. And Triple H is like, he's giving Los Lotharios, Los Lobos more time. He's giving some of the other tag teams more time. Pretty Deadly and Los Lotharios was a good match.
You say he's giving them more time as they start to come out and they cut to commercial.
More time.
I was gonna say, are they doing that because of now they just bought AAA? Of now we've got to big up the Luchas.
Did you hear this whole thing about well, they've been put on notice. Triple H's been put on notice to be more American now that they're owned by. Look, get the fuck out of here, people.
No. Before we even get into this is instantly discreditable because look at the source. Dave Meltzer. It's Wrestling Observer Network.
Yes.
Why would I take that as a credible source?
It's not. It's fucking.
Why would I take the AW cheerleader to say something super positive about the recent acquisition to where, hey, he took Vikingo away from my buddy?
Yeah. And he didn't even know it was coming. Never hinted at it. Never reported. Didn't even hide it behind his paywall of, hey, this might happen. He got completely blindsided. So what does he do? Starts coming out with the fucking set. He is like a fucking one of the mean girls. He just starts rumors and he can't help himself. And it's pathetic.
Dave Meltzer is Regina George. That's what it is right now, folks. Jot it down. Anytime you see anything from the Observer, just send a mean girl gift. Stop trying to make fetch happen.
He's just a bitter bitch.
Well, and you do very much. There is going to be that tie-in, that aspect of me and Anthony talked about this a little bit last night. I know you might be stepping away, so maybe I'll get your opinion when you get back. But very much that clearly I think they're setting up, instead of it being this NXT Mexico that been alluded to, what have you, they're going to keep it AAA, but they're going to have their hand into it so there can be an easier transition from, say, somebody goes from AAA to NXT to WWE main roster, what have you. If it's a bit smoother transition, you get how they produce things, where that kind of style a little bit. Not saying, oh, you got to instantly speak English and everything. If they were to do that with AAA, why the fuck didn't they do it with Penta or Phoenix?
Well, again, it's dumb though. Why would you Americanize the product that's staying in Mexico? You're trying to expand into the market. Why would you say don't behave like the market we just moved into?
Because it's easier, because you can sway your audience because of certain potential U.S. political connections to WWE and last names with McMahon and everything. So we can sway this one way so we can get Twitter to can respond a certain way. It's a goddamn dog whistle is all it is.
So dumb. Dude, it's like you buying, a fucking beach house in Florida because you wanted that scene, but you bought one facing in the wrong direction. Like, you knew what you bought when you bought it. You knew where the beach was. Like, if you're facing the wrong direction, that's on you. You don't buy a Mexican company going, well, now we're going to make it all very English and American. No, we want it to do well in the market we purchased it in. We want to feel the sunshine. We want to, be at the beach. What are we doing?
I don't buy a Lambo to turn it into a Ford F-150.
Like,
that's what it is. No, if they're going to purchase that company, they know, like you said, they know what they're goddamn buying.
Mm-hmm. And that's why the AAA crew is sticking around. It's already been officially reported by legit reporters that, they're not just walking away. Pena's not just leaving. People were shitting all over Conan. Conan taking lumps, just getting caught with shrapnel for no reason, just minding his own business, catching shrapnel. Way to go, Conan. You did this to us.
Yeah, you let us down. The same people that hated Conan because he didn't like AEW. Now you failed us. Well, and Jeremy Borash going to be out there, kind of
right?
being the consigliere.
Yeah. No, it's fucking funny, man. But it's
But
just
yes,
dumb
it is
shit.
now official, like a referee whistle. Undisputed
Yo.
WWE Championship match, Backlash, St. Louis, John Cena versus Randall Keith, Orton.
Right. Theater said you're a real one for calling it out. Yeah.
Well, no, well, because I live in America, and it's very much you can very see the writing on the wall of WWE has a stigma towards a certain
Oh, yeah.
tendency that may not be super popular in America and everything. But so we're going to instantly spin this into, well, they're just going to Americanize, the Mexican company, all of that.
Yeah. I have a question as a Canadian, but I don't think it's going to cause a good conversation. So
fair enough. We're going to ask that after the.
Yeah, because I'm like, wait a minute, but nonetheless, Big Nick, I like it.
Don't try and figure out American politics. It's
fuck. But by the way, Trish Stratus, yes, nothing. There's almost nothing on this planet as beautiful as Trish Stratus in a Maple Leaf jersey. Shout out, Miss Trish, respectfully. But my God,
is this where I tell you to duck for the shoe? But yeah, well, trust me, I've been there, my guy. But yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Well, it's one of those thing about it. What reason do you have to not be a Leafs fan? They're winning. They got this simple, cool colorway. They got the original six. You got Trish Stratus out there yeeting away for them.
Trish Stratus hanging out with Adam Copeland at Leaf games. It's great. The greatest NXT tag team champions of all time. They might be. They're up there. Again,
DIY.
DIY.
They were so good. Their split was generational.
Parts. Might have broke them actually, but we're off and running, folks. Fraxium taking on Los Lobos. I mean, I kind of feel bad, but 96% Fraxium. This match is going to cook. I shall be right back, sir.
Yeah, you're going to figure out how far is heaven there with Los Lobos. As I got Fraxium, I got Frazier up over the top. Now, Axiom gearing up. About to hit the moonsault. Now, again, it's a cool spot there, but when they do the overhead, you can see them very much visibly getting in place to catch him. Doesn't exactly kind of seem so cool. It's nice choreography, but you wouldn't do that in a real fight. Trish Stratus yeeting me. No, damn it. I should have read that before I clicked. God damn it, Scott. But I got tag and a Garza blind tag as Axiom in there. I like that little, you don't always see that of the heel kind of raises the rope and very much dumps him out. God damn, we have missed this super chat for the longest time. As I'm in commercial break, Spaz, I apologize. Maybe I should click on some more comments, keep you waiting, but no. Thank you very much. And again, folks, I know the chat's filling up. We're at 80 now. We've been floating at triple digits. Let's see if we can stay there. But again, we got the super chats. It helps the channel grow. It does nothing but help us out. But absolutely, Sticky Nick and the Tricky Dick Stip. Oh boy, I shouldn't have read that. And K Jiggy, no, that's too many K's. It's a great day to have a great day. I might have to start drinking coffee if you know, you know. I don't know. I'm actually, well, I'll ask this in a separate poll as I'm in a commercial break here. As I feel very much that Fraxium's winning this match, as Axiom gets dumped on the outside here. I'm not a coffee person. Yeah, we're in the Church of Chronic. Yeah, very much. Absolutely. That needs to be a goddamn shirt. Hashtag something. When you're out there hashtagging Wrestling for Life, hashtag Church of Chronic. Yeah, I'm not a coffee person. I'm a tea drinker more than anything, honestly. I've never been a big coffee guy. My wife, coffee drinker, absolutely. Coffee creamer, all that. We have a Keurig literally just because of her. Yeah, anyone else out there not a coffee drinker? I know I'm very much in the minority, but as we're still not even through the first hour of SmackDown, and it really doesn't even feel like it's been a full hour. I'm addicted to caffeine and vitamins. Well, seek help. I don't know if we exactly qualify as help, but I mean, I can play a doctor. The caffeine thing's one thing, because I mean, I'm a sucker for Code Red Mountain Dew. If I'm going to drink a soda, Code Red Mountain Dew. I would like, give me all the caffeine when it comes to that. Hashtag WFU approved. Absolutely. But yeah. FY, all coffee grounds sprinkled around our best odor eaters. Okie dokie. Fair enough. Good to know. I stopped drinking coffee regularly 2 years ago. There you go, MTV. Iced coffee became a problem. You sound like a New England housewife. Like, you sound like you literally live in like Massachusetts or something, my guy, with iced coffee. Fucking Dunkin' Donuts is running roughshod out here in New England. Who do you think will make SmackDown NFL, baby? Alan, I don't know if you meant for me to read that in a Dusty, but I can. But who do you think will make SmackDown NFL, baby? I don't know how NFL and SmackDown are tying together. I still need to know, as I'm not watching the NFL draft, but I see 80 people came to us as we're in a commercial break. Has Shador Sanders been drafted yet? Because this might be the biggest fall from grace in a little humble pie for the Sanders family. Respectfully, I love me some prime time. I cheered for Colorado. I'll admit it, as a Notre Dame fan. I cheered for Colorado. But yeah, this quarterback class wasn't super great. So you would see guys go like trading up for guys in this draft class. We'll see, but it feels crazy to me. Drinking iced coffee in my Uggs. Abso-goddamn-lutely, my guy. 100%. And you call it Dunks instead of Dunkin' Donuts. As we're back in action, Fraser taking it to Berto. The goddamn moonsault into the getting flatline and rolling senton, rolling shooting star press. Christ. Testator sold me into the wrong move. It was a standing shooting star. No, he hasn't. Holy sugar honey iced tea. And that's not a coffee order. Saw this in a different chat. I smoke a lot of weed. You get a star, Roddy. That needs to be, save that, send that to KJ and just be like, this needs to be a shirt with a variant of a Starbucks logo. Super kick, not a super chat, but maybe we'll get a super chat, but a super kick from Garza on a Fraser. I've seen all the memes now of everyone being at Starbucks, of I'll have a grande Americano and all of that. I only get my caffeine from sodas. I haven't had coffee or any drink for like 6 months. Bashy, I'm kind of really respectfully with you there. I might smoke a sativa when we're long enough in the stream. I can, shut out the vitamins, but beyond that, it's more of I'll have a Mountain Dew, what have you, not a coffee, maybe a tea. No, I'm definitely not like a Monster or Red Bull guy. That's an interesting ass way to break up that cover. As so, Berto was pinning Frazier after a moonsault, and then Garza just kind of slide tackled, like halfway, was going for a DDT on a Fraxium, and then slid him into the pinfall there. Sorry, bro. No, it's great. 100%. Absolutely. And again, by the way, I don't know if I'm going to pull up the ad as we're in the middle of this match here, but 100%. Go and check out the merch store. Absolutely. Again, constantly things being added. 100%. Anything that you guys, really want to see out there and everything, drop a comment. Let us know. We got all the socials and everything. They're literally scrolling underneath us. They're literally in all the descriptions of all the videos. 100%. That's one of the best ways you can directly support the channel, too. I will say that. And again, too, if you're wearing that, you got a sign. You prove that you're repping us at a wrestling show. We'll even double down and send you another shirt. How about that? But I got Garza and Axiom up on the top rope here. Was that a blind tag into Fraser? Maybe Spanish fly. Well, with Axiom, it's just a fly. So, yeah, blind tag. Corkscrew. This has got to be it. 1, 2, 3. Well, Phoenix Splash. But, yeah, so Fraxium pick up their first win, as they never fully said it, but they've got to be at this point official, like a referee whistle, SmackDown superstars here, because they very much, shout out the one guy thumbs down in the crowd, but yeah, they very much elevate this tag division. Almost would have wanted to see them. Ciampa with no beard is terrifying. It's like beardless Ciampa isn't real. And then you show this to your, therapist. But Tiffany Stratton coming up next, but almost kind of wanted Fraxium in the TLC match just because they're so talented. They're so high-paced, cohesive energy and everything. But they very much work staying on the main roster tag scene. I know Anthony mentioned last night, and you can let me know in the chat. Would you rather see either post-draft, pre-draft, what have you? Does Axiom and Fraser stay on SmackDown? Do we keep this SmackDown tag team division as it is? Or do they move to Raw? And we get them New Day. We get them Viking Raiders. If I could find a third tag, Creed Brothers, that would be about it that I can think of. LWO, there you go. I can come up with 4. But yeah, you see how it's a struggle with the Raw tag division here. I love how they're officially known as Fraxium. They were called Axiom and Nathan Frazier for so long. Yeah, again, I don't want to take full credit, but I feel like we were very much because we were always out there watching NXT, and we give all the tag teams, insert, random name. Like, I will fully take credit for Hank and Tank. We made Hank and Tank a name, and they ran with it. I don't know if I want to fully say we made Fraxium, but it fully fits for them now at this point. It's all love. I'm just playing. Adam, I don't know what you said, but whoever you're playing with, I don't know if that's actually the best response I could have said to that. Either way, shout out. Laura Raw Seth did a good job training Nathan. Yeah, well, yes, he did, and I did see this. Now, granted, this was Sports Skeeta, who to me is more unreliable than any source out there. They are worse than a fucking TMZ when it comes to even any sort of sports content. I'm not talking just wrestling. I get them from the NFL, MMA, all of this. They just kind of say shit and throw shit at the wall just to get clicks and just because coulda, shoulda, woulda, and they vaguely word shit. But yeah, I've seen that whole idea thrown around that Nathan Frazier is the next one to join this dangerous alliance, which we don't even know if it's a dangerous alliance, if it's a shield, it's a whole different thing. But yeah, who do y'all think that is going to be the next person, could be the next person to join if there is going to be fully, well, besides Becky? I'll say besides Becky, because I feel Becky's almost an obvious choice to be the first female in that. I mean, A, her husband's pretty much the guy running it. B, she just turned heel, just came back. Who would be your next male trio? Like, if we're going to do this as like an evolution, a dangerous alliance, shield, what have you, who would be your next male companion that you would throw in with Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, and Braun Breaker? Fraxium has gotten so over. We stopped calling them Not Man and Robin. Yes, that's true. That's actually right. So I don't know if I can take credit for Fraxium, if we as a channel can take credit for that, because we were calling them Not Man and Robin, which I still love KJ bringing up because it popped me, and it's still to this day. I love that a kid is not man because he's a kid. That's bars for you folks. But Bruiser, what up? Saying Theory's not a bad shout. He would have to break away from Waller, which hopefully that actually might serve him pretty well. That would be that would really help him. And again, Theory's a guy that a lot of people have had a lot of high hopes for and a lot of high praise for, but he just he got stuck with Vince and his egg and all of that, and taken F5s off of Elimination Chamber pods, and he's kind of just been sliding down. Danhausen, C Money says, could that be who we get tonight? It's not. It wasn't Malachi Black at all. It was always just Danhausen. Trick Williams, maybe. Does Trick show up and come back and become a tag team with Carmelo? Do we maybe realize that instead of Carmelo, we got Darkness and Lights. Oh, we got Tiffany. Okay, I just saw darkness. I was like, imprisoning me. All that I capture, all that I see. I'd rather see Trick and Carmelo as a tag team on the main roster than Trick and Miz. I'll fucking say that for sure. And Trick's very much kind of maybe past a match. Like he has a match with Joe Hendry, probably loses that, and then we move past it. Trick should be in the draft. He should be, depending on how they want to do it, he's either a late, like last round pick thing, or he's like first pick in, if they do it like I talked about before, to where they do it as a like a social media release of, they announce kind of the night 2, day 2 picks, what have you, with that, or they do a little social media special, all of that. Then you do that. That's maybe the first announced pick. Speaking of announcement, I'm waiting till this man gets back before I announce what he put in the chat and everything. But I got Tiffy time here. Yes. I see you, sir. But I'm waiting till you here so we can co-announce. It's Tiffy time. And she's very much got the, she's the Tiff who lived. She's got the Harry Potter scar. Trick wishes he was in another. Yeah, I mean, hey, South Carolina, there you go. I mean, he played football. I think it's Aleister Black 100% return tonight. Yeah, for sure. I'm surprised it wasn't as obvious as when it was Penta, when it was Ray Fenix, when they were returning, all of that. Like those vignettes were super obvious as to who it was. But yeah, as Tiffy hyping up of how she walked into WrestleMania, kicked names and took asses and beat Charlotte Flair, and is still women's champion. As we got Jade Cargill as Testator. Speaking of 101, as even Jade I mean, she's, looked shocked by seeing other things puckered, but Jade Cargill out here. So I don't know if we need Jade versus Tiffy. All due respect of every party involved, they're all over. Who's gonna lead the match? Yeah. And see, though, this is so she instantly already said that business is finished with Naomi, which I don't like her going over at WrestleMania. I thought that Naomi should have gone over, and this still feud goes for a bit. This is going to be really interesting. Of Jade jumps right to the front of the line for the women's world title shot. Of we get Jade versus Tiffy. Like on paper, it sounds good. I don't know preemptively how this match might go. I worry this match might be all as we need to do this right now, and they're both okay with this. Hey, so Shadow, so we're literally about to get, so up next, so we're not, I don't know if it's a title match, but up next, we're getting Cora Jade versus Tiffany Stratton. So let me know who you taking. And again, this very much feels still, again, you got to remind yourself, this is the Raw, the SmackDown after Mania. I almost kept saying the Raw after Mania. Sorry, I saw you throw the finger up.
Yeah, no, because I think you said Cora Jade, and it's Jade.
Fair enough. Well, I can't say the Lakers at 5 because that man's getting sued. So yeah, no.
Okay, just checking. But either way, I mean, again, I think it is crazy. So we're getting a match right now. Jade taking on Tiffy.
Yeah, you got what's Jade I was talking about.
Well, I was just making sure.
I know. No, trust me, 100% call me on it because I didn't hear it. But so do you want to make the announcement that you dropped in the chat that I was waiting for you to, so we could both talk about this and everything?
Let me see. We are on a commercial break, folks. Things are rolling. And yes, there it is. We are now on Facebook. There is a Facebook group. We will put the link out in Discord. We didn't, then we didn't because, but it's fun working at the Wrestling for Life Network, folks. It's a good time. Yeah, we're on Facebook now. Again, already on Instagram. We're on X. We're on Discord. We're on Twitch. We're getting everywhere, and this is a new endeavor for us. So go check out our Facebook page. Follow it. We'll start posting there very shortly, and it'll be more than just our call outs to our shows, but we'll try and get some other content and chat up in there as well. We're looking forward to it. We appreciate all the love. But yeah, Nick, Facebook, here we come. We're going meta.
Big things popping, little things hopping up to something. Season never sleeps. So at this point, we're getting to the point to where we'll be live on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your Discord, your Twitter, your Twitch, your this, your that, your swimmies, your swamis. You turn your blink, you close your eyes, and you'll still be seeing KJ and me with the big, beautiful beards there talking to you, whispering you sweet nothings to good night.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're happy about it. And again, another little thing, again, it's just all been time, and we're live so much. Doing extra stuff is real tricky. So I think we got some support on this one, and looking forward to it. So check out our Facebook page, check out all our pages, check out all the fun stuff, and of course, be a friend, tell a friend. Again, Friday night, triple digits. We love seeing it. The channel's putting up record numbers, so keep it coming, folks. We greatly appreciate it, and we are going to bring you more content, more stuff, more fun, more games, more excitement, more lunacy, all of the above.
Well, that's the thing, as much as y'all help us grow and everything, spreading the good gospel out there. We got the super chats, the merch, and everything like that. The more we keep growing, the more we can keep giving back and keep doing this, and that for everything out there. We can provide more content. We can do more members only streams. We can do this, more, that, and the third.
Absolutely, absolutely. As the show rolls on right now, we are in a commercial break. About 15 seconds left in that commercial break, and it looks like we're going to get Jade versus Tiffany time here tonight. I know we talked about Naomi. I have a good feeling we're going to see Naomi here. Jade said they're done. I don't believe they're done.
But wait, there's more. Yeah. Well, I'm just glad. Thankfully, it's not I don't think it's an official. Yeah, it's not a title match, but I didn't want this to ever be a title match because how do you feel respectfully? Jade Cargill, still a bit greener than goose shit. Tiffany Stratton, she might be more olive green instead of goose shit green, but she's still greenish. Who would, if that was a title match on like a pay-per-view of where I thought they were going with this, like, I don't know if that would have been a great match. We saw Charlotte versus Tiffany out there, 1.25 stars. This might have been just a quarter star.
Yeah, I mean, again, it would be all depends on how we get there, right? I mean, ultimately, we have a bit of a little bit of a slip through spot into a
yeah, that's the thing. You can't say clunks already. That's what I'm worried about is clunks in the junks.
Yeah, I'm curious. I am intrigued about how it would look, but again, I think this match is just unexpected little surprise, a little taste, a little teaser, and then I think hold on tight. This is going to play into an angle for Backlash.
Oh yeah.
Tiffy goes for the handshake, pulls in the headlock. Let's go. Thank you, Scotty. Thank you, everyone else who's done so as well.
Right. They can't all be title matches. Yeah, no, I get that, but I'm glad at least that it's just a TV match. I didn't even want it as a pay-per-view match.
I mean, again, Jade's a star in the making. Again, I'm curious. I know we still view her as very green because she hasn't done a lot. Like right there.
Her name's Jade. It means green.
Right. It's in the name.
Right.
Like white.
Literally. Why'd you just look dead into the hard cam right there with that? Like white. It just looked straight down the pipe. I mean, yes, we're unmelanated. Yes, we get that.
It's in the name. Oh, hip thrust. Get your clunk drunk off my brunt. Taking the brunt
to Mania, running wild.
Spine buster. Nice spine buster by Jade. Again, I think for me with Jade is if you don't put her in there, we're never going to know. You can't protect her forever. You got to get her going. The fans really want to get behind her. She has a lot of fanfare. Oh, a bit of a clunky a bit of a
yeah. That's the thing is, should
my bad.
oh, I don't know even what, but nobody's poll. Oh, where's the nobody poll?
71% are taking Tiffy.
Hey, let's go. Should Jade have had a run in NXT, like a lengthy run?
Yeah, she probably could have. It couldn't have hurt. And I mean, the injury does change the angle of things in a way. So, I mean, it might have delayed what we've gotten, but again, I think the jury's still out. Very young into her career, but you got to get her in there. You got to see what she can do. Now you're able to go, okay, see this spot here where everybody in the world can tell you're thinking. We got to fix that. Again,
yeah, but we've been in the lab with this. Like, how much more in the lab? How many more equations do we got to go before maybe you just don't get this shit?
At some point, you got to treat it the way, my mom taught me to swim. You just throw him in the deep end. He'll figure it out. Right? Like,
he'll either survive or die. I don't know. Right? I've got a child to take home with me.
Right? I lose one, I'll be okay.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, wait, he made it. Okay, damn it. Gotta try again tomorrow.
Now do it with this cement break.
Right, now hold this. Why are my shoes heavy, Mom? Anyway, things are getting dark around here. Tiffy and Jade going one-on-one. An okay match, a little bit clunky in spots, but the ladies are rolling on, folks. How you feeling out there? How's your Friday going? And again, we got more to come as well. As you can see the man on the screen rumored to be here tonight. We saw Fraxium get a win, looking good. Now we got Jade and Tiffy in an impromptu square off. I almost said hoedown.
Why did I instantly start going to Who's Line and everything?
Right, 100%. I've been watching too much of it lately,
bro. That I swear by half that stuff. I can still always, am I bleeding?
Right? Oh, it's too funny. It kills me. Colin Mockery, just his face alone just makes you laugh.
Oh yeah, or even Ryan Stiles doing the Carol chanting. Well, I gotta ask yourself, do you feel lucky, punk? Did I fire 6 shots or 7?
Let's go. Because right now I got Jade in control of Tiffy. Crowd's a little bit on the quiet side.
Shit, I forgot you got commercials, and I'm gonna go pause and find my style. Anyway. I'm gonna be so mad if while my pause, if I have the curse continue and someone shows up, but I'll be back.
I was nervous. I was okay. We got an impromptu match, but ladies and gentlemen, Nick taking a pause for the cause. The night rolls on, and again, we got around 100 people in the chat right now. Be a friend, tell a friend. Let's see if we can get this number up. Maybe we can hit 150. Let's keep it rolling. But right now, we do have Jade and Tiff going one-on-one. How are you feeling about it? And are you able to still see it? AB, I'm skipping over yours. Where in the O Canada Mafia did you learn to swim? Right? Moms didn't fuck around. Just go get them, kid. But good to see you, Lady B. Capitals 2, Canadians 3. Not bad. They're in a battle. Cocky heel to the max. We all know she wants to be the hero, but she's better served as a chip on her shoulder and give her something to prove with, give her an edge. Now, theater. Was that about Jade and the gimmick nurses? Yeah, I agree. And the crowd is super quiet right now. Super quiet. I would 100% agree. And I would almost argue that Tiffany is, I know the fans got behind Tiffany and that's why the switch, but she's a very heel promo. And Jade, I think you're right. Like, bring her in as a bully. She picks on people. She has a bad attitude. She thinks she's better than she is, or better than she's gotten her career to. She starts running her mouth like she's conquered the world, even though she hasn't won shit yet. I think that's the way I would do Jade. Big boot. We're about 20 seconds away from the end of the commercial, folks. Both women down. Axe kick by Jade. Everything is taped down pretty tight. Otherwise, whoopsie. I know there's some talk about that going around over the weekend as well. It's a tough spot, man. I mean, none of the wrestlers, some of them do, but Some of them were very little. Tiffany for the win with help from Naomi. I think so. Vance, or just a no, a random DQ thrown out. Cody Rhodes is taking time off. Yes, he is. And we figured as much, right? It's a good thing to do after having a long title run is take a breather. You don't want the fans to, oh, Tiffy slips. Pretty as Moonsault misses it. So again, we're having a little slippery match. Yeah, not bad. Big power bomb. Crowd woke back up. Tiffy botched, just a slip. It happens. Again, I think we're too critical as fans sometimes. She literally slipped, corrected, and banged out the move anyway. So, but yeah, a little slip. It just kind of feels like there's been a few slippy spots. Now we're getting a "This is awesome" chant. So the crowd I said that was quiet is now in an awesome mood. Yourself Friday went with I had pancakes, good choice. Was lifting weights, good choice. Had grilled chicken salad, good choice. And vitamin water, very good choice. Christian, great job. Sounds like a wonderful Friday. And now you're here at the Wrestling for Life Network as the show rolls on. The world's botchiest. Yeah, shit. Big stomp. Holy shit. That looked like it connected. Jacob Fatu never slips. Again, that man jumps around like he's got Velcro on the bottom of his shoes. It's crazy, and he's such a big man. I think he might have the prettiest moonsault going. Sorry, Tiff. It's just a thing of beauty. That giant man floating through the air like an angel, like a cherub, dropping like a bomb. Jade's up. Big superplex. Oh, they may have impacted the camera. So I'm getting blinking. What's up, Z-Man? How you doing? Bruiser, welcome back. I think Jade needs to come in and dominate a lot of not a lot of technical moves, just smash. I'm kind of with you for sure, Bruiser. And I think, here we go. We got company. Here she goes. The caution tape has arrived. And not messing around, though those punches look not good. Oh, a couple good ones. The first handful of punches were nowhere near. But big boost for Naomi. Not a bad play, guys. Again, you want to test Jade a little. We're going to put you out on a SmackDown. You're going to be in the match with our world champion. How do you hang? And now you can assess. Now you can continue to work with her. If you keep her all out of the ring and just keep working, it's not the same as getting those reps in. So put her in some shit. And again, was it a great showing? Maybe not. A couple, clunky spots. But then it leads right back into Naomi, which, again, I was highly anticipating that we were not done with this yet. There you go, 2-0. 2-0 DQ. Jacob has what I call the Samoan Usault. I like it. Oh, Tiffy getting back in the ring. Tiffy's not happy. Naomi says, okay, peace out. These girls aren't petite, so they're not as fast. That is part of it for sure. Especially Jade. Nia's back. And it's a mix of cheers and boos. Nia Jax has returned. And she is ragdolling this little girl. Woo! Let's go. Naomi punches. Yeah, they weren't good. Naomi unhinged. She definitely was unhinged. I would agree. She was doing the Lisa Simpson swinging punches. If I should happen to hit you, and Nia tells everyone to suck it. It's a violent assault. I'd like to see a few refs come out. But we get the Annihilator. Let's go. Nia Jax. Nia Jax. Nick Streakin lives. I think he'll shoe this one down, though. As Nia holds the title up, you know what she wants back. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, you missed Nia. Nick's going to be like, let me catch a big one. Let me catch a big one. We just throw this one back. Thank you, Nick. I love it. Hashtag thank you, Nick. As we get a shot of the Motor City Machine Guns hanging out in the back, getting ready for TLC tonight. Again, apparently the last hour of this show will be commercial free. And up next, Jacob Fatu, the Samoan werewolf in the house. Did you ever think, for those out there that follow it along enough, did you ever think you would see Jacob Fatu with WWE hardware? I never thought he'd get a strap in the WWE. His path he was going to be one of those guys that were just, what if? You know, one of those, yeah, he was so good. I wonder what it would have been if he had made it. But here he is, and he's killing it. Absolutely killing it. I think he's unstoppable. And I don't just mean in the ring. I think the way he's presented, the way we take him, the way we watch, he ultimately is a guy that we're not going to be able to slow down his momentum. His rise is going to be hard and fast. Pause. Nia! Anthony's loving it. I leave, and a comeback happens. There you go. There you go. Maybe he won't foo-foo it. I thought he might be able to play this one down a little bit. What else could go wrong? Yeah, so Naomi breaks up the match, an okay match between Jade and Tiffy. I think a couple people said it in the chat. I kind of agree that maybe Jade does have to play a little more of a big man style, quote unquote. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but you know, the Diesel type, you know, when you're trying to do a lot of agile things, and I get it, you want to show off your athleticism, but maybe this is a case of walk before run. Don't try and do all the things. Simplify, nail some things, have them locked in, and then start adding on to your repertoire. Again, they've spent a lot of time working on her, and I understand why they're protecting this investment. So I think it's good. We finally get her in a match. But then, surprisingly, Nia Jax is back. So we will see what that means. She ragdolls Tiffy, grabs the title, and hey, now it's getting a little busy around that title picture. And again, I would be all for Naomi going after Tiffy. I'd be all for it. Did that match really make anyone look strong outside of Nia? A little bit. I mean, a little bit. I think speaking of looking strong.
No. The answer is no. The answer is no.
Nobody looked good. I thought,
yeah. I mean, I'm not even trying to put me over. I'm saying I look strong. But yeah, no. That was clunk in the junk. That was like you said. You've got to test her and see where she's at. And now we know that you're not there. You're not there.
Yeah, we got some things to fine tune here. We got to tweak.
We're going back to the lab.
Do you think it is a case of maybe trying too much, wants to do like the springboards and the moves off the top? Maybe she goes to that, you know, walk them into the corner, throw some big knees. She needs to work like how Nia works to an extent, but if Nia or like a Rhea, like she really needs to train with like women of her stature. I'll put it that way, like a Raquel, what have you. I'm not saying she even needs to work matches with them. And she can still have a different style a bit, but closer to that. You can't work of either you're just this gigantic Omos killer of I hit 3 moves and I smash you, but you also can't work like you can't hit a prettiest moonsault like Tiffany or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, I think for me, I mean, I almost wonder if like you wanted to really get heat on Jade and really kind of play into her kind of attitude, like that kind of natural confidence that she has that can come off heelish. I really think that, I mean, her and Nia, not necessarily as a tag team, but aligned, like working together, could be absolutely catastrophic for the women's division physically. And maybe it protects her a little more, but you got to get her in these matches where she's not protected. Now, we saw what happened tonight. There was a couple spots where she was 100% trying to keep memory of the sequence. Okay, what comes next?
Yeah.
So it's not that muscle memory yet for her.
But you had these. Well, she's had the pauses because she's injured. I'm worried now we're going to get a Jade versus Nia Jax match. I don't think that'll go well. I would have worked. You work these things out with having it in NXT. She has a match with, say, a Roxanne in NXT,
right?
And it's a lot less exposure than a big time SmackDown.
Right, against the world champion. I mean, again, it got a good point. And I mean, I just feel like there has to be more reps. As here comes Jacob Fatu, man. One of the best entrances going right now for my money.
Oh, absolutely.
And again, Solo playing the happy, cousin.
Oh, happy husband, 100% of you did something successful. Right. I heard you briefly right before I came back talking about Jacob and how very much before he was shoulda, woulda, coulda. You almost kind of felt that vibe of like should have been in the WWE, could have been a big star here and everything. And now that he's here, I think you can still take that and spin it on his head. He's still a little shoulda, woulda, coulda have, should have been booked a little bit here. Would be a great guy here, could do really well here. Like that's the thing is now that he's U.S. champ, he went over LA Knight, who was the prodigal son going into WrestleMania 40 and everything.
Yeah, and I mean, again, so much fanfare. But and again, Jacob is such a guy that look, big pops. It's one of those things you can't control it. The fans are behind this guy. Doesn't matter what he does, he's fucking cool. That's it.
Literally. Well, hi, pot meat kettle.
Right.
Not to brag, but I'll brag. But 100% well, MDB, because I've had this conversation with MDB before, because he knows his cousin and I like his cousin and all of that. Well, no, because Marshawn Lynch is his cousin.
Say it the other way around.
But yeah, no, I'm not Kanye. Don't you fucking put that on me. But no, because Marshawn Lynch is MDB's cousin, allegedly, and everything. And it's again, Jacob Fatu is very Marshawn Lynchy of like, I'm here so I won't get fined. Of like you said, of no matter what you do to this man, he's fucking cool. I sat there and put an edit that I found out on my Instagram of this man sat there and synced up to 1,000 miles. Vanessa Carlton, white chicks and everything. And it's funny as shit because it fits perfectly. I even showed it to my wife, and she's now a Jacob Fatu fan because
nobody wanted Jacob here except me. As Solo's got the mic.
Goddamn liar. We all wanted him here. We were just saying we wanted him here.
Right.
Is it crazy though that think about it of realistically, I'll put it this way: in the same space that Jay Briscoe got held back and couldn't be that featured on AEW television, Jacob Fatu's out here a U.S. champion on WWE television.
Fair enough, man. I mean, again, it's a weird time how it all works, but look, Jacob's just looking at it. Oh, wait! Hey, wait! Give me that! Big pop. I like the ego fight between Triple H. A good question, 316. Triple H and The Rock was starting last year outside of kayfabe, and we only realized it now. I don't believe it. I don't believe in all the hype, and I think if I had to bet right now, flip a coin, but I think it's more likely kayfabe than not kayfabe.
Ooh. Yeah, well, this goes back all the way to when they're in goddamn Brooklyn and they're getting face to face, and you can find any sort of footage you can find to make a narrative. But yeah, as Jacob's out here, I told you I was going to win the U.S. title.
Talking him down, just putting Solo in his place.
Well, and now this very much kind of new U.S. champ. But does this now become very much the feud you have to have with Tama on the outskirts with him being injured, him being banged up? Do you bring in, do you hop, skip, and a jump Hikuleo, Lance? Do you bring him back Tongaloa?
Go get them all.
Well, Christ, there's Damu Fatu and there's Journey Fatu. We still got rounds in these chambers.
Come on, Cletus. Come on. We're doing this. Let's go. Bring them all.
Yeah, I mean,
LA Knight. So we might run this back at Backlash, which is often the case.
Yeah. Is Jacob getting closer and closer to where Jay kind of was for a bit? Because you even get that whole kind of call and response with the yada yada I mean Fatu.
Yeah. But the crowd
is over. He's fucking over. He's more over than LA Knight. He's more over than Slim Jims.
Right. Listen, and again, the fans in the building are spoiled. They're cheering for everybody. They're pumped. And they're right with LA Knight, but they like Jacob too.
Jacob, the new Jack of the Samoan family?
He kind of, yeah. Yeah.
He's a gangster. Yeah, they're very much, it feels like they're going to run this back at Backlash.
Right. Heel turn. Maybe you get the double turn. LA becomes the heel here, and it starts his heel run. I think LA needs a heel run. I mean, I not everybody can be a heel, but I think LA, but he's so over, but he's such a good heel.
Could you, it would be crossing territorial lines, but we've got the draft. Could you, LA Knight, yeah. Oh.
Interesting.
Like that, well, that's a bigger question of who lies there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what is he going to do now?
Big pop for Drew. This crowd is just into everything this evening.
Well, Drew's fucking cool.
Jacob's fucking cool. Drew's
fucking cool. Yeah, I'm so cool. You're so cool. Hey, we're all cool. Yeah.
Let's go. And speaking of cool, how's everyone doing out here? As we got a log jam for that U.S. title, perhaps.
Well, you're not going to now have, you've already got the world title sorted. So now you get a bit of this log jam. You get all the top guys going at the U.S. title. Now you make this matter. It's like, think about this is your division. LA Knight, Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest. That's your U.S. title division.
Yeah. Like Texas, I got some big guns.
I'm all jacked, handsome. He's found the stroke. Not to quote Jeff Jarrett, but yeah, he's found the stroke right now.
That sounds even worse. Brown boots and a black vest. What? Who did?
You're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day.
Right. The Rocketeer outfit, yeah. Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu, sign me up. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, but I don't know who wins because I want them both to win.
It was an absolute pleasure to embarrass you in front of your entire family. He's such a troll.
But no, he's so good. Like, he's found the it.
Yeah. Again, it's like when the wrestler almost finds this level of it just becomes so smooth because you're locked right into this is the sweet spot. And there's a confidence. When they get it and they know they got it, like Drew, we've watched his transformation. Now there's just so much. He's got so much nalgas, like he's just.
You're out there hitting it with the terms that only a few might know and everything like that. But he's got to bounce for the ounce and everything. Like there is respect for you. Got to find a level of fuck it of one of those. No, seriously, if you got to find that level of whatever gets thrown at me. I can jab, counterpunch, what have you, if I got you.
Right. Drew says I
want wrestling entertainment. Oh, no. Who's the Nepo here? Fatu? Solo?
Blah, blah. I want to fight the baddest champion in the yard.
That is such a good shot, though, of overhead, over the shoulder of Drew, and then LA in the corner, just blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree, Cherokee. Not everybody can be a heel. It's just it feels like there's a lot of heels kicking around right now. But
all heel wrestling.
A lot of the heels are starting to get love. Like Jacob was a heel. The crowd's all over him right now. Drew, he gets a lot of cheers, man. Like, I mean, so we can do some turning. We can do some trading.
Yeah, but it's even then. Still, I think you just let them be them, and the cards fall where they may. Because that's the thing was Austin ever really, truly, would he do what was a baby face? Was
In the
Hunter
same
even
way
when
he
he
was
was
a
a
hero,
baby
right?
face? Would he ever
In
do what a baby face did?
Yeah, other than the fact that he was the hero, he's like Bruce Willis, right? Like he's that guy in that situation. So yeah, it's like the reluctant hero, even though he doesn't behave like a typical hero, he becomes Deadpool, right? Like he gets to fuck around.
Well, if
Oh,
there's, I was
imagine,
trying to think of who could there be an actual Deadpool in pro wrestling right now.
right?
But yeah, like Roman. Sorry, go ahead.
Drew versus LA, 1-on-1.
The one tonight.
Oh, number one contender.
Oh wow.
The Tendy Tender will be found out.
Yeah, and Drew just shrugs and he's like, "All right, I got you."
Right? How strong, like you said. Look at their US division right now. Their mid-card division would be main event division in a lot of companies.
Oh yeah, but this is when you had Hunter, when you had Dwayne and all of that in the mid-card division. And again, with like a Roman, what have you, with even a Punk, they don't exactly do babyface things, but the crowd cheers for him, so they're babyface. Fucking Rhea. Rhea's an example.
Yeah. And I mean, we talked about it with the whole Seth CM Punk Roman situation of they didn't let the fans pick, and they didn't always. Roman would say things that made the crowd ooh or kind of boo a little. Punk did at times, but Seth kind of teetered on that heel closer than anybody until he jumped over the cliff. But ultimately, I mean, I think you let the fans kind of, all right, Seth feels like the guy that's being pushed away.
Right. The crowd is really into this promo. Absolutely. Yeah. Welcome to the party, pals. Yeah, see, so you mentioned John McClane.
Come to the coast.
It'll be nice.
Right. We'll have a few laughs.
Lady B out there, I like this. Siri, find that expensive word, KJ said. I hope you have it said on Canadian, because that's the only way you're going to figure it out.
Right. The best part is it's like, what word?
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. What word did you mean?
He's a savant, people. He's a savant. What can we do?
Yeah.
Nick called us. Oh no, we're still in the series. But yeah, we are on a commercial. Or actually, we're on a little package.
We're on the anti-Cena. We're saying love them kids instead of fuck them.
Right. Craziness. As we go to commercial break, 3.5 minutes of time. I will remind everyone, Nick, real quick. We are back on Sunday. TNA Rebellion. We're looking forward to this one. All three of us will be in the house on Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. Stack card, lots of NXT presence, including Ethan Page and a triple threat for the world title. So make sure you join us. Again, we always ask, be a friend, tell a friend. Come to all the shows. We got more coming your way, and it's a busy time. And again, at the end of this month, the whole weekend's jam-packed with multiple shows, Double or Nothing, Saturday main event, Under Siege. We got so much coming up in May. But yeah, fun times. SmackDown rolling on, Nick.
Anyone have Willow, aka Jeff Hardy, dancing out there to They Not Like Us on their fucking bingo card in 2025? No, me neither. That's how you know the vitamins are hitting. This man, KJ, I'm exposed to group chat for half a second. This man who wasn't here last night literally had to send in the group chat of the highlight of Willow the Pillow out there dancing to Kendrick Lamar. And is this real? And I had to unfortunately say, yes, it is real. And it was an experience.
Yeah, literally. I stepped away last night. I took the night off. Needed to recharge a little bit. Especially like the voice, I was all but gone. But long story long, yeah, I mean, at the end of, I completely fucking, where were we going with that?
We were talking about the compound with Willow out there popping up and being, they not like us. They not like us.
I pushed it out of my memory. No, literally,
I wish I did.
Like the first thing I saw when I woke up, picked up my phone, hit the button, and that was the first thing I saw this morning. And I instantly sent it to you guys like, no, this is AI, right? Because, I mean, again, enough AI videos going around. You're like, no.
Yeah, not even questioning it. Yeah, no, of even MDB out there of saying how I had to go back and watch it a second time. Yeah, no, I remember me and Anthony were out here. For anyone that watched TNA with us last night, we had to remind the audience,
right?
We're not lying. We're not making shit up. This feels like a fever dream. Yeah, I don't know how you feel about the Hardy compound stuff, because it feels that now at this point, like it's the most non-wrestling place that's wrestled at.
Right.
It is like they're batting like a 300. Like there's maybe 3 good times that they've ever been there. Like I know the whole Broken Hardy stuff started there, but it's been a lot of bad.
That's the problem. They captured lightning in a bottle where they started doing something so outside the box, it caught fire. And it was so campy. I mean, remember people were raging about like the running over the baby with the lawnmower and shit. Like it caught people's attention. But we've seen it before. It's no different than a movie. You capture lightning in a bottle, it gets super over, and then you just keep going back to it because it was your most successful thing, but it just isn't what it used to be. And now the camp seems silly, right? It's almost like Step Brothers of like, after they stink out the room, he's like, those suits don't seem so funny anymore. Like you finally see what's really there. And
it's funny you said the room right there, because that's kind of where I'm at with it. Of like the room is funny because it's so bad, it's good, almost kind of vibes. But I don't need to watch the making of the room with Franco and Rogan and all of that. Like I don't need to see how the sausage was made. It was cool for a time. It was cool for a period. And now you're out there just striking out, living off a name. Like I don't need Kendrick the Willow out there on my screen.
Yeah, I think what you do is you bring it there and you make it different than it has been. It's got to evolve.
Oh, it was different. It was still different.
Good different, but
that's not happening.
Again, I think it's the campiness of it once upon a time captured your imagination, and it was kind of unique, and you got what they were doing. And I think all these years later now, you're like, we met all your kids. We know who you are. Like,
It felt unique before, and now it feels like Mystery Science Theater.
100%, right? Like you're running up all these. Wait, they really made 7 Sharknadoes? Like, what are we doing? I did that for you.
Yeah, we definitely were talking about them Sharknadoes. Yeah, you did one shitty thing. Or you did that many? Yeah, right. And again, to some people, I get it. You can turn your brain off and it's a laugh. It's a goof of, again, wrestling ain't got to be that serious. But I'd at least like some reality. Like versus no reality, I would like at least a little bit of reality.
Right. I mean, again, I'm not saying it can't be. I can't say you can't do like the over the top stuff. I just think this particular over the top shtick is kind of ran its course, and it's like part 7, like back to the Hardys 7, and it's no longer everyone's older. It's not the same shit. Now you got like you're dancing out to you're doing TikTok dances. Like I don't know, bro.
Well, it just ended. It didn't have an actual conclusion. It just kind of ended.
Yeah. Too bad.
Like they just cut away.
We pledge our allegiance to Chelsea Green.
I mean, I'd vote for it at this rate. But yeah, we got Chelsea Green accompanied by the Shervis, the She-Hervis,
the Hervis.
Yeah, Secret Shervis. Secret Hervis. There, I was close. I was in the parameters.
All right, folks, we're gonna put a poll up for this one. Let me know how you feel. Again, Chelsea Green on fire. Even today, when they announced her match, they got Aldis to phone her on speaker, and her and Aldis have this really good rapport and this really good banter. So yeah, I mean, again, Chelsea's a star. Yeah, and if you see her interviews, you get why she is where she is, because she really has done a great job of taking nothing and making it into something.
Look at hubby. Likewise. Twofold question-ish. Is this and the TLC a little make good because you weren't on WrestleMania, or one of those of I'll save these rounds in the chambers for after WrestleMania?
A bit of both, right? If you're the wrestler, you feel like shit. I missed out. Some of the fans will point out like why. So you're kind of torn, right? Like, you'd understand both sides of the argument.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I think you could have done something with Chelsea at WrestleMania, even if it was like you bring out a Trish or a Lita or somebody just to mess with her to have a moment, right? There's something there. And I felt like this WrestleMania, by the way, on a quick side note, kind of lacked those moments, like those, like outside, even the special entrances were like car commercials. And that was
a little bit. Like, I don't, outside of a few matches, I don't have like a really big moment I remember,
right?
Or anything. Like, yeah, there was no huge, like, I mean, I remember Stone Cold allegedly maybe taking somebody out, but that's unintentional. That wasn't supposed to be remembered that way. Yeah, you don't get like a Trish showing up and taking out a Chelsea, even if it is not for a non-title. Chelsea comes out, cuts a promo, is tearing into everybody, and then Trish comes out, takes her out, what have you.
Right.
I think the tag match, more than anything, was done an injustice.
Oh
the tag division.
God. Sorry, Piper, take it out. Vega down. Chelsea distracting the ref. But you're right. And again, I tried to rationalize their thought process. But I mean,
You've seen Dwayne, you can't do that.
Well, and again, it really hurt my argument when they book a TLC match for tonight. I'm like, that really hurts my argument because now, you know, the Stip becomes the biggest name out of the 5. You're like, shit. Okay. So, and again, if they were going to book that tag match, Nick, I think you had to give them an outstanding match. Like they had to go in there for 15 solid, back and forth, false finishes, get the crowd on their feet, and go, okay, this is why this is on Mania. But they didn't do that.
Well, that's the thing. Are the voices and the echoes a bit louder because of how much that might have been really a big hindrance to night one? Like that's
yeah.
It might be just an us thing, but I've seen it. That might be kind of that was such a focal point of an issue in night one that if you would have replaced that with a fucking TLC match, they were arguably going to potentially let it go an hour.
Yeah,
that would have really helped the card.
Yeah, as for those who can't see right now, Chelsea is just working out Vega, yelling at the crowd, getting boos, saluting herself, having a ball. Yeah, I Triple H talked about trying to pace the shows, and almost like one bleeds into two, and I feel like that's kind of what he did, but it's not really fair to the crowd, right? Like if you treat it like one big show and you put a middle match in there to kind of hype you up for Act 2, but most of Act 1 was pretty duddy because pace it out. He might want to re-strategize that.
Well, I don't want to see you don't pace it because then again you don't get something you don't put the cart before the horse with some shit and everything. But at the same time, I look at this point like WrestleMania night 1 and night 2 of like Infinity War and Endgame. Of like I get one that leads into the other. That's very much what 40 night 1 and night 2 was.
Right.
So that's what I view now when we're going to do a 2-night event. Not exactly that like one should fully bleed into the other. Both should stand out individually.
Yes.
And if they have a continuity between them, great. Yeah.
Yeah, you can have connective tissue, but I think that you really have to book them as separate nights. Everyone's looking at them as 2 separate pay-per-views. So night 1 has to bang. And I don't mean go in and blow everything you have on the first night. Gentlemen, just a tip. But I mean,
that's what they blow everything on, is just a tip. Right? So yeah.
But that becomes the thing of night 1 still has to be able to stand alone. You can't tell people we're going to sell 2-night pay-per-views and we want you to come back all weekend long. But night 1 is just working into night 2.
If you sell them as 2 different shows, book them as 2 different shows.
Yeah. Chelsea hates real men. Oh, I agree with you.
You go ahead and say that to Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder's face, and see how that works out for you. Just saying.
Don't pace out shit when I'm paying minimum 4 figures to be here. Me.
Literally, when I'm paying rent to be here.
Yeah, you can't really say, yeah, I know not a lot happened in the first act, the first movie, but we'd really like you to stick around for the second one. I mean, outside of they already have you by the hooks, it's not the best of approaches. And that's one of the things, again, we'll see what he does with SummerSlam. If it's, just mail it in on Saturday, end it with something really cool so people are pumped, and then deliver a better Sunday. Well, people are going to start only tuning in on Sundays, for fuck's sake. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, WrestleMania 41 was really good at the end. It was a little like Quantumania-ish. It was really good at the end, and everything else was kind of
right. Oh, big suplex. Good match.
41, night 1 and night 2 had the adverse effect. Like 42 was good till the main event,
yeah.
and 41 wasn't great till the main event.
Yeah. And again, that doesn't mean I actually liked a lot of things on night 1. I liked them. I just wasn't in love. Like it didn't feel big. It's just things that happened. But there was some good in there, but it just, again, you just can't take your time. But Zelina gives us a little shake and a Meteora.
Right. As
Vega greater than Mercedes. Let's go. Ooh. Get it started. Oh, shit.
Spaz with a $10 super chat. Saying, I love the idea of having fans in the Mania stage. It was really unique, but it really limited what they could do pyro-wise. I noticed more as the nights went on, the little things. Hand of God, I don't give too much of a shit about pyro, respectfully.
Oh. Sorry, backstabber.
At least you announced it this time if you're going to backstab me.
Piper sweeps the leg.
Daniel Son, sweep the leg.
No, Alba's got her.
The fucking rest looking at it, that's a disqualification. You're very clearly touching the competitor in the match. I know you're throwing out from ringside.
I mean, again, I think the right actions taken as they are tossed away. Chelsea takes advantage.
Is it because because there's on the other side, there's never any call anywhere? Whoa!
New U.S. champion! No way!
What I was saying before, the hell with that. Right out of the gate, of literally the second they get tossed, they're coming right back. They didn't even make it all the way up the entrance ramp.
Give that back. Don't take the belt from Chelsea. No! Vega,
and your new U.S. Women's Champion, Zelina Vega.
They're playing hot potato. I don't mind it. But my God, I did not expect Vega to pick up the W tonight. We got a new U.S. champion. The Hervis is upset. Chelsea's trying to figure her life out right now. There you go. What do you think? Holy shit.
I didn't expect that like that. I'm expecting, all right, so now we're going to go into a whole segment of they've thrown them out and then instantly 1, 2, 3.
I can't believe they did this to Chelsea. First, she wasn't on Mania. Now they take her title.
Now she loses the belt. If she was going to lose the belt.
Big moment.
Is it going to be funny that the same people that are mad about like pro-American characters like El Grande Americano are going to be the same ones that are pissed that the pro-American character lost?
Right.
It's almost like if you actually followed the fucking logic on any of this, you might find a mountain of bullshit.
Right. As we go back to the Andre from last Friday, folks. Yes. How do you feel about that out there, ladies and gentlemen? As 60% of the chat had green.
That's just what they smoke, but yes. Yeah, I was not expecting that at all. Not a Zelina, like not a title change, and B, especially for it to be that fast. Of literally, the Secret Service was not even fully up the entrance ramp before Chelsea turned around and lost the belt.
Yeah, it was a bit quick turnaround, but again, the one thing I will say, because I don't want to be fickle, I did ask for title changes. I did ask for spontaneity in your belt holders. So I want to see where this goes. Chelsea versus Vega at Backlash. Chelsea gets her belt back. All's well with the world. So again, I want to see where it goes. But I got what I asked for is if they announce a title match, don't miss it.
At this point,
Eminem.
No. It's bad. What? I don't want this. I don't want I am Miz Miz can't miss type shit. No. This looks like you are my fire, the one. Yeah.
What they're going with.
But I don't want to buy it. I don't want to see it.
Look at this necklace.
It's the Andre chain.
The Andre. I told you.
It's bigger than him. It's bigger than him.
The idea of the little man winning the Andre and having a huge ego, it works. And actually, Miz is the perfect fucking double to stir this guy up into that big egomaniac. Again, like I said earlier about Jade, I haven't really done shit, but I feel I act like I've taken it all. So this is good. This is good.
Is Miz just playing hype man here? Mm-hmm. Because I know we might be still close to Easter or just coming off of Easter. That looks like a fucking. I gotta unravel that, and there's gonna be some chocolate underneath.
Right, there better be some chocolate in this.
Fucking Cadbury egg Andre head.
Right. But yeah, no, I think this works. This works, and Andre the necklace is hilarious, and yeah, Miz is a good guy. Miz is a guy that's been getting heat for a long time. So to kind of give him that instant Miz kind of heel rub, people get annoyed when they see Miz. Now Carmelo's beside him every time you see him. It helps, man. It's good.
Do your chain hang low? Does it wobble to and fro? Can you tie it in a knot? Can you tie it in a bow? Can you throw it over your shoulder like a cottonelle? So does your chain hang low?
Napoleon, Andre the Giant Bling is the perfect conduit for this. I'd agree with that. Yeah. Do you agree? Like, if you're gonna give someone that douchebag vibe, hanging out with the Miz is a good place to find it.
Well, yeah. No shit, hanging around douchebags might be a good spot to find a douchebag. But right. I thought that Carmelo was already supposed to be the heel. Like, this feels more. I almost feel like this is more bringing Miz towards where Carmelo was than Carmelo getting elevated by being around the Miz type of thing. Because Miz wasn't doing shit. He was out there being the afterthought of the Final Testament, of being the target of the Wyatt Six. He was out there just living off of Marine Six. Carmelo at least was out there having the matches with Andrade. I still want like a Carmelo. If Trick comes up, you give me Trick and Carmelo as a tag team, because now Trick's much more Carmelo than anything.
Add Trick into this. I think it works very well.
No, we don't need more boy bands to this bullshit.
I think it's great.
We don't need a backup singer. We don't need a bass voice.
Miz is the perfect guy to kind of mentor Carmelo, work with Carmelo. And again, like even giving him that big stupid necklace, it's spot on as far as the vibe you're trying to get out of Carmelo. I think it's fine. I think it's perfectly fine.
My guidance. You are.
I had two more members.
My lip pad. You will get me over. That's what this is. All the white and everything is very Backstreet Boys bullshit. Right?
Chelsea Green win the Money in the Bank. Very possible. She could be going up the ladder, folks. Someone else said it.
Could be. Next. Well, I will just real quick. I was going to say, and we've said it a bit, of Karen Cross Money in the Bank. Early prediction, very much.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm not sure if I'm there with you. But we got about a minute. I will take a second to remind everybody, go check out our merch store. The link is down below. Get all the threads, all the things. You get a nice mug, some hats. We even got bucket hats for those who like it in various colors. All the logos in a bunch of colors, plus your WFU merch, your Jarrah Hogan, your Tea Time with Tony, your Nick What t-shirts, the podcast marks. We got it all. We got hoodies, tank tops, and we're working on more coming your way. Make sure you check out the merch store, folks. Be a part of the family and get your swag today. Whoa, ha, 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 ha. I'm just stalling. There you go. Good
swagger like us. Swagger like us.
Right. Let's go. All right. So we got Zelina Vega. We got Aleister Black in this segment. They've been following each other for the last few weeks.
I haven't wanted to step away from anything in case I might miss some shit.
So we get the Miz.
Yeah. Well, all white t-shirt, all white suit, black mist.
Right. Yep.
I like that stuff from MD. First of all, Carmelo is the 5th member of Jodeci.
Right. Baby, 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 baby.
He's the O and he's the E in Joe to C. Yeah, that's very much now I'm seeing it. I see the vision now. Granted, fuck Miz, he's gonna take a black mask, he's gonna get missed in the face, and he's very much wearing a white suit because 100% it's gonna just be the catch-all for everything.
Yeah. Again, it's been following. We've been waiting for it. So Miz out here running his mouth. Lights out is all we need.
And I need the music. I can't do no Def Rebel, no Def Leppard, no none of that bullshit. No Def.
No Def. Bring back his old music. Let's go. Don't fuck around.
Facts. I still might.
So he's mad he didn't get on Mania.
You're the only one who's mad.
I gotta wear a lucha mask and call myself Ray.
Then KO goes down and I can't get in to face Orton.
Right? Bring out Joe Hendry.
Say his name. And
he's talking shit. He's talking shit.
You shouldn't have been talking shit. You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Well, the fans are. Oh wait, I think the fans are looking.
They're very much. Well,
nobody gives a shit what Miz is saying.
You can have that. That even what I'm mad at.
They're setting up the coffin.
Everybody heard that creak shit.
Yeah, right. We caught you. We caught you.
I saw the test smoke. I saw the test smoke. Respectfully, Miz, you're CD at best. You're lucky if you get a passing grade. I am the Miz.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Do it.
To me. I need it.
There we go.
So run about the burn.
Malachi, Alistair, call him what you will, but he is back in the house. Let's go. Let's go.
Every 100% have the same music back and everything. I was jamming on the literally half-hour drive from work.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Let's go. Now we knew it was
call him Malachi. Malachi might be a little better than Alistair.
What's that?
I said I might still call him Malachi. Malachi might be a little better than Alistair.
Right. Alistair Black.
Someone tell me the fucking lyrics to this. Because you don't know and they don't know.
I think foreboding music playing is what my TV is telling me.
Literally. If fucking closed caption can't figure it out, how the fuck you expect me to?
Isn't it like Dutch or some shit?
Well, he's Nordic, Swedish. He's Dutch. Oh yeah, well, because he was in Christ, now he's not Tyler Black, yeah, but yeah, Alistair Black, yeah. When he was Tommy End before, and he kind of even got the the House of Black, the little wonky eye there.
I hate your spaghetti, and it was good. Lyrics? Are those actual lyrics?
They might be. You say it in the right tone, it works. I spaghetti and it tastes.
Yeah, okay, folks. What else does the song say? Wrong answers only.
What else does the song say? You just gotta have that cadence, and it works.
You gotta have that cadence for sure.
But this is 100%. They did this absolutely because you have the man all in black right there in the ring with the guy all in white.
The Dutch Demon in the house, folks. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome back.
Jacob Fatu versus Alistair Black. Anybody else's parts get hard? Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ Styles, the list, Drew McIntyre, the list goes on and on and on.
Shit potential that's in this company right now is undeniable. I know people don't want to like the Fed, the big bad Fed, but my God, I mean, it's getting greedy at this point.
I will say this really quickly. The holy shit potential does exist in other companies. They've just dampened that fucking flame. No, tell me when I'm telling lies.
You're not wrong.
Welcome back. He's supposed to be the bad guy. We're welcome back. Kick his ass.
That's why you put Miz in the ring. There it is.
The Black Mass.
Down goes Miz.
Hey, but we got back to back. So Zelina wins the U.S. title, and out comes Malachi.
Message. Let's go.
And he didn't take the wins, brother, either.
Right. Takes out Miz. Crowd's happy to see him. The entrance looks dope.
And he doesn't come out. He doesn't say anything. He just comes out. He silences Miz. Black Mass. Everybody shut the fuck up of allow me to reintroduce myself.
Right. You got
I know what I'm listening to all weekend now.
That's all I can hear. I can't unhear it. The entire time.
That's what it is.
I'm staring at the TV, just hearing your voice every time something gets sung. But we go to the Street Profits.
I don't know if that's nightmare fuel. That might be a problem. Seek medical attention if that's the issue you might face.
If you are just tuning in, folks, Aleister Black, Malachi Black is back in the WWE. We knew this was coming. It was reported. It was teased. And it is here. He gets to kick Miz in the head. Wifey Vega just picks up the U.S. title in a surprise move. And the show rolls on. We still got more to come, folks.
We're about to go from that to Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight. And following that is a TLC match. Just for anyone else that wonders why people say WWE are closing. Just let's think this, let's have this all just sink in. We had Zelina Vega go over Chelsea Green for the women's U.S. title, out the blue, how do you do? Right. Followed by Malachi Black pops up, Black Mass, how you doing? Thanks for coming, Miz. Follow that up with LA Knight versus Drew. Number one contender takes on Jacob Fatu for the U.S. title. Mm-hmm. And then, hey, but wait, there's more. And then we still have a TLC match for the tag titles.
Well, and again, people are talking about Alexa Bliss and the White Six. People are talking about Bronson Reed. People are now talking about Sammy, who's get back in the fold. I mean, there are other talent out there that are still kind of percolating and not. I mean, your mid card has heavy hitters in it. I'm really curious to see where they take things. I want to see how the draft does impact at least the positioning of people and how that changes.
But yeah, well, it's you said percolating. I instantly thought of perpetrating and perforating. You said it of how the level of talent now that they have here. They have just literally holy shit moments. Yeah. But they have them and they still feel that way. Like I still am amped for this, that, and the third. We're still amped this long in the tooth for John Cena versus Randy Orton.
Right.
Versus you look at other companies, and there might be feuds that just happened a week or so ago, and I'm already maybe losing patience with it.
Right. Yeah, that might be a reoccurring thing.
That is what it is.
We're going to be running that all the time. And we'll just, again, give us whatever lyrics you think he's saying. But I will be right back, sir.
Absolutely. Sir's taking a pause for the cause. If you can hear my voice from the great beyond, yes, KJ's taking a pause as we're in commercial break. And yeah, of 100%. I'll say it now because some people will still say it in the chat and everything, but especially comments on this video. What are your lyrics for Malachi Black's music? Because like I said, I listened to it on the way home. I've been waiting for this to hopefully he was actually going to keep his music. I still might have a hard time not calling him Malachi. Nick is just a box of hexagons. I'm very much. Wait, what? Can't see you, Nick. Oh, there you go. Well, am I back now? But yeah, I've been waiting for this. I've been wanting to see it. I'm glad they actually kept his music. And now I'm really interested again. This is a murderer's row you got introduced into. You were very much already out there in a stacked division. Now it's only gotten stronger. So welcome back to where it is a dog-eat-dog world. Big Nick, I've already put the lyrics in the chat. Fair enough. Well, put them in like the comments, not the chat, because then I can't remember them. If we'll have our iteration, maybe that'll be a members only stream. If we'll read off and decide what's the best interpretation of Malachi Black's song lyrics. Yeah. MDB out here going all sorts of prolificating and pontificating. No man is ever truly good. No man is ever truly. The actual lyrics. Okay, I literally thought you're out here trying to fucking give me a TED talk. No man is ever truly good. No man is ever truly. Well, I mean, there. All right, so it works. I do that you never could. All right, so it does have that cadence of it, and always with the equal. But again, it just, you have to run into, like, I'm a big Slipknot fan, and 100%, you always run into this kind of shit if you listen to metal music. More often than not, the lyrics end up for interpretation a wee bit. Like, I've seen, Sulfur mashed up with goddamn Spice Girls. So again, the lyrics when it comes to metal songs, because you just scream singing, they become a bit more open into interpretation. As I got Bianca backstage with Saxton. Great reintroduction to Aleister Black instead of Suckface yelling, "Is that Tommy N? I wrestled him in the India." That should be another poll of who should have gotten it more. Do you want to see, Excalibur meet the same outcome that Pat McAfee did? Does he get choked out? Does Gunther just pop up and choke him out too? Miz is a talent enhancement out. Yeah, he is he got him over. Well, he was a former world champ. I will say that, but he always kind of was at best lower top card, upper mid card. So I give you that. Damn, Bianca, your head. What happened? Got that one. Christian, Nick, how do you like the idea of Gunther being a Paul Heyman guy when he returns from his suspension? No, because then you have to include Kaiser. Gunther does well enough separate to that. He could be the one. Like, I could actually still see a Gunther versus Seth Rollins confrontation, and you have Heyman that has to talk to Gunther and all of that, and that still has that tension. I don't think you mold and you fold every heel, every kind of top guy into this faction. This faction should be, it gets Seth over, it keeps him in a heel. You're building the Roman story. What do you do next with Punk? So already that's a ton of exposition and information you've got to handle. You're now building up Braun Breaker with this, which is well deserved after he's just lost the IC belt. As I got Naomi backstage, Naomi and Nia. Oh, well, as long as you proceed with caution. Nia telling Naomi, "Stay out of my way." Naomi telling her, "Proceed with caution," and she hits it with the rude. But we already have enough going on with that. I think everything going into the rest of the Dangerous Alliance, the Shield, the Evolution, whatever, the Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman faction very much becomes more developing talent, of building up talent, of, I think KJ actually even mentioned it, of the alleged newest signee sometime, some way, of Jeff Cobb ends up in there. And if you're going to do Evolution, you've got Braun, who's your Orton, Seth, who's your Hunter, and you bring in Cobb, who's your Batista. There you go. Naomi the Psycho. Am I a psycho? MVB Naomi. There you go. Nia, Naomi, intriguing. Well, them as a tag team would have been intriguing, but it seems like that might be still a wee bit of an issue. LA Knight for the win. Yeah, but yes, folks, let me know who you're taking as we come out of commercial to get LA Knight's intro and the Naomi Nia stuff and go back into commercial. But again, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. We've been flirting around with triple digits. Let's see if we can keep that hanging on, especially on this last hour as we're heading towards the TLC here, which, if not, is going to get some overrun. It very much is going to take up the rest of this show. But we're on the precipice, on the tippy toes of 7K. If we reach 10K, me and KJ are getting a tattoo and a logo, all of that. We got the super chats, we got the super stickers, all the things popping off. We got the merch store, we got the Facebook, everybody out there showing all the love in the chat. So 100% appreciate everybody. Let's just keep this growing and growing. As I get him commercial break. CJ, wait, did we just get back-to-back commercial? Yes, CJ. Shout out, CJ. Yes, we did. We went from commercial to intro to commercial. No, trust me. I'll admit I'm on the vitamins and still pick that out. They announced the main event will be commercial free. Well, that might be why you see me and KJ taking commercials BD. Yeah. Do you think we'll get Black versus The Miz next week? I would assume that's your introductory match of, again, going back to what we kind of started the whole stream off and everything, halfway talking about like the Dwayne thing of, I'm just glad we're done with Dwayne. Of, to me, WrestleMania 41 was the season finale of the last season of pro wrestling, of WWE programming. So everything now is the season premiere. Monday Night Raw after Mania, season premiere of whatever season you want to give it. Season 42, episode 1 started with Monday Night Raw after Mania. We're in, episode 42 or season 42, either episode 2 or if you're going just on the SmackDown timeline, episode 1. All of that. I think now is where we set and we keep the momentum going, and we're just now building on to the next one. And having Malachi show up here, you've got to have him involved in some way next week. And he shows up and he just dusts Miz. I mean, he just dusted him with one black mask. So now he comes out there and he's got to fight off. He beats the Miz, then he's got to go into Carmelo. CJ, what type of yeah, well, when we're going to have allegedly the last whole hour, maybe some overruns, this, that, and the thirds, commercial free, we've got to get all the ads in beforehand. So makes sense with that. CJ asking, when is the next debate show? I'm assuming you mean the Rumble, because, we debate all the time, but yeah. I want to know y'all thoughts on WWE and all of this media WrestleMania weekend breakdown. Fair enough. We've talked about a bit this and that and everything, but I guess if you want to see all three of us go at it, I think probably next week, Thursday. Don't hold me to it. I might be leading out trade secrets. I don't know, but we might be doing a Let's Rumble. We might be going through the whole breakdowns of everything. But yeah, overall, I think we talked about it a bit at the beginning of not only this stream, of almost every stream this week. I think we're just done with the WrestleMania stuff. Moving along. I'm glad it's over and done with. It's dusted. I'm glad we're probably done with fucking Dwayne. And then now let's see how we continue the build. How do we move along and put that in the past? Because it was a bit ass. So much for commercial free hour. Well, maybe they might still go an hour from when it starts. We don't know. Speaking of, we don't know or when that starts, but yeah.
Patience. We got time.
Well, do you see an overrun?
Maybe, if it's possible. Again,
I don't know if they are having the capability to. That's the only question.
I don't know if they're up against the news. I don't think they are. So it depends.
Do they just pay the fine, pay the fee?
That was my same fee, right? Yeah. So Drew taking on LA. I guess I'll put up a late poll for this one. 82% of the chat were happy about Vega getting a win, so that's interesting.
There you go.
So not so bad.
Well, are they more excited because it was something different? And like Zelina Vega does very much have her kind of fans. She does have a fan base. I just don't know if you expected her to go over Chelsea in that match.
Yeah, surprising for sure. And I mean, again, I think Chelsea's good enough that she doesn't necessarily have to have the belt. Again, the argument is, could you have made that a longer, stronger match and put it into Mania? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But again, if they announce that they have a title match, we got to be on it. We got to be there because there's a good chance it's changing up.
Yeah, we got a rematch at Backlash, I assume.
Yeah, I'm thinking so.
Right. Who you got, Drew or LA, sir?
I feel like nobody wins this one. Or like, we're going to dusty this one
Triple threat.
Maybe the fatal four-way.
Who's the fourth man? Solo?
Solo Dolo.
No, Solo would be Dolo. Solo would be one-on-one.
You think so? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
We thought for half a second, or at least I did, that could have been a WrestleMania.
It could have been,
throwing a card, a good 10, 15-minute match.
Yeah, for sure. I think you have I think you're kind of right. Maybe you do the triple threat, and this way, when because of the no DQ, then Solo can kind of get his hands dirty.
Could he try and screw him? Do we get? Yeah, it's so interesting because I love a Jacob versus a Drew. I love a Jacob versus an LA. I feel like I kind of really just want to get through this like Jacob Solo thing. Like I want this. Like, the bloodline's already been all broken and torn asunder. So let's just kind of break this last little piece off here.
Nick wants closure.
Yeah, I want closure, and I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'm a closure or exposure, but I'll be right back.
All right, Nick going for a pause for the cause. LA Knight gets shot off the apron into the guardrail, and Drew McIntyre is in control, folks. Get in that chat. Let's see what the chat is saying, actually, as 41% are going Drew, 35 going LA, and 24 going to nobody. So Keith Sweat doing all right on this one. Nobody, why are we squeezing this? There's always next week, y'all. What are we doing? You feel like we're squeezing this match in? 10, 15, 45 minutes to go. No, might be okay. I think I'm okay with this. You're not going to go a full hour with the other guys, right? I'm predicting a fatal four-way match, LA Knight. Yeah, possible. Y'all remember when the dirt sheet said Drew had heat with LA? Yeah, no shit. Again, they don't know. MDB, we beat the drum so hard. And I think it's one of my personal missions as far as just calling it out as much as possible, putting it on blast every chance, because it's crazy. And it's hurting wrestling more than it's helping wrestling. It's just not a good look. And so many of them are taking advantage of bullshit. Crazy. If Paul Heyman does bring on Dangerous Alliance, expect some surprises down the road for sure. I don't think they're going to rush it. I don't think we're going to get it all at once. Names like Austin Theory have been thrown around. Do you bring in Austin Theory and Waller as a tag team element to the Dangerous Alliance? Do you bring in Just Theory because he needs to get away from Waller? People have talked about potential NXT talent joining. Again, interesting. Let's go. I can't wait to see Cena Punk promo battles. Again, they're going to be good. And I do love the idea that somehow, some way, this circles back into Cena Punk. You can kind of see the writing on the wall. And I'm looking forward to it. I think there's a really great dynamic in the idea of Cena going after, or Punk going after Cena. And again, I think a guy that cuts just as sharp as John, but maybe a little sharper, because I think Punk feels a little more authentic. You guys can let me know what you think out there, but Punk feels like he means it more than John does. But we got both men scrapping through suplexes here, but Drew getting the best of LA, beating him down. There's always lying. Yeah, I mean, again, in every direction. It's bad. It's bad. Again, I mean, I understand marketing. I understand trying to grow your business, grow your fans. We want to do it too. But again, it's the hate mongering that's an issue for me. And I've just kind of had it up to my eyebrows. Cowboys will take Sanders. We'll see. We'll see. Makes sense, though. Full sold out crowd at Dickey's Arena. Okay. LA fighting back, throwing rights, wobbling Drew. Sanders still undrafted, 20 picks left in the third round. That's crazy as far as, I mean, A, his projection, B, his lineage, his nepotism. We'll see. But a little surprise still on the board. Do you like the idea of Paul Heyman bringing back the Dangerous Alliance? I do. I think you add Becky. I think it's a perfect spot for Becky right now. Too. Instead of Becky just turning heel and it's another, we've seen Becky babyface and heel. We know what she's like as a heel. We know how the promos are going to sound. But there's a level of legitimacy if you pull her into this. And now she becomes the Paul Heyman man. Might work. I like it. But I still think there's opportunity there. Like, do you hold off and bring in a Bronson Reed as another guy? But again, you surround the champion with big bodies. LA Knight to the second rope. Let's go. Pop elbow. Good match. I'm thinking they will if he's still there. Okay, makes sense. Big kick to the stomach. Oh, Drew rolls through, but goes up and over. Nobody. Why are we squeezing? I still not quite positive on that one, Bradley. Yeah, it's cable. There you go. Thank goodness the draft is on. Ouch. The TLC match would be commercial free. So again, I heard it was the last hour, which again, maybe we're not getting any more commercials. So I never saw it official, but that's what I heard. Sanders got that one. For now, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker are the two-man power trip. Again, we talk about Evolution or the Dangerous Alliance, and you got, oh, there's Solo! Squash in LA, rolling him back in the ring. The ref didn't see it. Drew McIntyre thinking it over. That's unreal, poor kid. McIntyre setting up the Claymore. Oh, Damian. And the match comes to an end. Crowd pops big for Damian. So, yeah, they're just continuing. So, does this keep Drew busy all the way to Backlash? I was right, none. Technically, LA Knight wins by DQ. Chug, south of heaven on the table. The Lego table explodes. And Damian stands over Drew. Crowd pops. Big. You can always tell, AB. We said that all the time. When we get on like a pizza tangent or a movie tangent, it's usually because nothing's distracting us from our own brains. But business just picked up. LA's not happy with Damian, though. Interesting. Jacob Fatu out of nowhere. And that crowd goes wild. Listen, the U.S. title picture is hot as fuck right now. This is great. Big Fatu chance. They pop for Damian. They pop for Drew. They pop for LA. Big pop for Fatu. If your legs work, start running. Let's go. The announce table broke. It did. It actually broke. Whatever happened to the announcer's table being indestructible? Again, now they kind of like, they almost have like Lego. Like they just fall apart. But you got to hit them just right. As Fatu smashing everybody. You want my title? You're going to have to walk through this. And here's the moonsault. Hard on LA. Jacob Fatu ripping it up. Another hip. Damien taking out. LA down. And the crowd on their feet screaming Fatu. Setting up another moonsault. And the shimmy, the shake. Jacob Fatu taking the WWE by storm. Listen to this crowd. Listen to the crowd. Yeah, Fatu, yes. Just like that. I've seen enough, Roddy says. Speaking of the greatest of all time.
Well, seen enough, or that too. But yeah, this is very much King Kong ain't got shit on me.
You're not wrong. I mean, again, you see everybody, he's got an issue with why is that fan so jacked? That's unnecessary. But
is Santee Zap? Is that you? Stone Cold Steve Santee?
That's too funny. But yeah, I mean, again, you see Drew LA Knight. Yeah, so technically Drew defeats LA Knight by DQ. Damian Priest, huge pop, Nick.
Oh, well, I like all of this. I was even thinking when I was on my pause of, speaking of pizzas, I had some pizza, but yeah, we won't go into that tangent. But I saw you mention all of that. But I think now with the stagnation, the placation, we know where we're going with the world title scene. Now this is where the mid-card scene opens wide the fuck up. Of now this becomes the murderer's row because you know Cena being champion and facing Cena as an exclusive club. So now the mid-card title means that much more because now you've got Drew, former world champion, Damien, former world champion, LA Knight, former world champion contender, all of that. You've got Solo, who's out there, former tribal chief or was a tribal chief, Jacob champion out there. Now this mid-card scene is gangbusters.
Right? And again, it's not, oh, they got so-and-so in the mid-card. It's not like that. What is this?
They're bringing the new table. For half a second, I thought they were bringing the new table. They're just bringing tables for the TLC.
Yeah, no. Sorry, Joe. Stand.
Take that jacket off. See if Gunther's about that action again.
Right. This is made man, folks. TLC, let's go. I will put it in the chat, folks. Who you taking? Who you taking? Tables, ladders, chairs. Oh, my.
Remember, that used to be the thing. Shout out Mick Foley, or I think my wife called him when she met him, Mike Foley. But yeah, tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh, my. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Oh, my.
Right.
Who you got? Because to me, I still want Street Profits. I still think you get the high pace. You get Motor City Machine Guns that are going to be bouncing from here to there. DIY. I still don't know how to handle unshaven Ciampa. It unsettles me to my core.
I want to ask him to do my taxes. It's really weird.
Well, wasn't he was what fucking lawyer or what have you did he play? It's like when we didn't get Rusev, we got his lawyer at WrestleMania.
Or was that Joe Hendry?
Wait, what?
Who was Rusev's lawyer? Was it Joe or
Hendry? Ciampa was out there at some point.
Yeah, he was another attorney. Or
he was clean shaven. He actually looked like Crucifino. He had the slick back hair and everything.
As we are getting a replay of Monday, Roman shows up, the place goes crazy, and then I think one of the biggest shocks we've had in a long time, and we've had quite a few as of recent memory, but huge shock. Heyman eats the Superman punch, and this spear out of nowhere was wonderful.
This whole segment was amazing.
Master.
And you've 100% you've solidified Braun Breaker now. He's had his 2 reigns as IC champ. He is now up there in the upper echelon. He is not a guy. He is almost the guy. I'm still calling my shot now. WrestleMania 42, New Orleans, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and that kind of now with the 10-year history and all of that, and all of this feels like you can build this too. You think you're special. God damn, through the barricade, even just seeing the replay of that.
Again, I mean, they're just making him look like a complete badass. And again, that Paul Heyman rub is like no other. It instantly validates somebody. And this is what it did for Braun.
Well, and we knew for a while that Heyman had an eye on Braun. Of Christ, everyone liked to dig up the footage of when he went to NXT and he was an advocate for the tribal chief and this, that. But yeah, Braun up there just making Roman Reigns of all people look like a chump, look like a $2 pump.
It is a testament to either the foresight or the ability to, run those callbacks. Oh, wait. Oh, we needed this.
Oh, my heart beats still. R-Truth and John Cena. Tell me it ain't true, John. Tell me it ain't true.
Oh, Cena just walks off. I think we should get a true John Cena match. Just because.
Well, you have Big Jim out there dapping up R-Truth. And when did John Cena become so whack? But that's the thing is, because he didn't say anything, R-Truth still bowed about it. He's still, I love John Cena.
That's our real world champion. When I grow up, I'm going to be just like him. So, again, not everybody turned with John.
R-Truth is a national treasure when it comes to pro wrestling. He's one of those of just, you are sacred. Like, you can do no wrong.
Oh, no. That's what I mean. Give him a match, just as almost a nod to him. Like on a SmackDown in August, September, just John Cena, R-Truth, the man taking on his childhood hero one time.
You do it like a Raw in Atlanta? Yeah.
All right, just for truth.
Well,
next week, Alistair taking on The Miz.
That's the truth. Speaking of the truth, that's the truth.
There you go. Yeah, gatekeeper Miz took over Dolph's job.
I don't know if you watch the Compound, I don't know if he won a Dolph's job. You got to listen to LaGreca and then sit there and watch Jeff Hardy do fucking Kendrick. That's a shitty work day, if you ask me.
First thing I saw this morning was, what the fuck is this?
They not like Willow. They not like Willow.
As here comes MCMG, folks. DIY 0%. Ouch. Street Profits 62. MCMG 38. The last time someone got 0%, it's because I put somebody that wasn't in the match in the poll. So right now, DIY equal with Redacted.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, it'd be a shock if they won it.
MCMG?
No, DIY.
Oh, okay,
0%.
0%. Okay. I mean, wonky shit has been happening in this company, bro. But I think it is a 2-horse race. MCMG could get a really cool moment here, and I think they need it. But Street Profits have been great as heels. So maybe you keep the chase up and the Profits get a big dub.
But are they heels? I think they're just kind of them at this point. We've got to this point of not exactly gray area, but again, we talked about it earlier in the show with people of not so much their true babyface, their true heels. They're just kind of them, and they let the chips fall where they may.
Did this change again?
Don't do that. Well, he already changed. He can shave.
I can't handle it, dude. It'd be like me showing up here without facial hair.
It'd be like, yeah, absolutely. I'd be Brick Tamlin of that. You're not Ron.
He looks like
he's on a fucking registry or he's late to a practice somewhere. Like he's got to bring the kids to a practice somewhere.
Right. Truth turns and becomes a Cena minion. Let's go, Spaz.
Oh,
hilarious.
Thing is, you couldn't turn R-Truth at this point. They tried to put him with Judgment Day. You couldn't turn him. You can't boo this man.
No, he's too fun. Ciampa is killing me without facial hair.
Yeah, well, as two stalwarts of the bearded society, it's always terrible to see your brother strucken down.
I got mad when Vince made him dye his beard. It went from like the gray stripe to the brown. I was like, you bastard, we see you for the last 2 years. You traitor.
Didn't you do that as a Halloween costume to try and be me? So I don't know if you exactly have. You might have more of a peg leg to stand on.
Right,
so.
one day.
One day,
Look at the HBK outfit in Texas.
Don't tell my heart, my ache and break it heart.
Well, Montez really sending a message of Michaels and Jannetty.
Oh, don't you do that. Don't you? I fucked that analogy up the last time. I can't use that anymore.
You know, who knew, though? I agreed with you when you called it. Like, okay, but it didn't go the way we thought.
I was the Jacksonville Jaguars to the Cleveland Browns, I guess, potentially. But yeah,
right.
No, I still think Street Profits retain this. You have your really cool moment with DIY, shaveless, beardless Ciampa. Maybe that's why he can slide through a ladder a bit better or something. But you get your moment with Motor City. Street Profits still win this.
I'll go MCMG just to be difficult.
Fair.
And I feel like Ciampa's beard was like, you know, Samson. Like now he's powerless. We cut the beard.
It's right? Achilles. You sit there and cut him in
Achilles heel.
Right. Yeah, literally, actually, that's very much the biblics of it. Be Samson. Right? You cut his hair and he can't do it.
His Achilles chin has been exposed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a world tag team title match. TLC. Strap on and strap in, folks. It's going to be a fun one. The titles are above the ring, and all 6 men are squaring off.
Right.
Still no votes for DIY. Not one goddamn vote. Shout out Bob Uecker. Not one.
They have as much votes as Ciampa has facial hair.
Right.
Nada.
To quote the famous Bob Uecker, not one goddamn hit. We got.
Bro. You're gonna make me want to watch Major League now again. That's just we need that at some point of a members only of watching Major League. We'll cross him off the list.
It's the best. All right, MCMG on top of Street Profits, Income DIY.
Yeah, DIY and Motor City kind of right now in control here.
Okay.
I don't know if I take anything serious until a ladder's involved.
I like what we're seeing here. From this view, it's real cool to watch the crisscross and applesauce.
Crisscross to make you jump. That imagine jump.
Nice clap for MCMG on fire to start this one off.
Again, no, I won't take anything serious till we get a ladder. You got to get there to get there.
Tope chair.
Oh,
in the leg.
Man, you see that? I'm just held my mighty shield. Just held that up. I'm like,
you're waiting to see like the cartoon, like stopping in air.
Yeah, like he didn't swing it. He literally just like,
you
shall not pass.
Right? Oh,
I thought he was gonna hit him through the table, but no, just straight to the ring post.
All right, folks, we off and running on this one. Ciampa looks so odd. He does. He looks like it will come to me, but he looks like a purple cartoon character, and I can't place it yet.
Fair enough. No, I was going to say he looks more like your dad when he comes back from buying the milk. You don't recognize him.
Yeah.
He finally found that milk. He finally bought that pack of cigarettes, and now he's back, and we don't know what dad looks like anymore.
He looks like he got unwell.
I'm not crazy. I'm just a little unwell.
Yeah, we got a ladder, so things are serious now, Nick.
Exactly.
Shelly working the knee, Snapdragon. Oh, look, he's hung up. Oh,
he's hung and sprung, and yeah.
MCMG setting up the ladder.
Said Shelly, and I could instantly just think of Stan's sister from South Park.
Megamind. Not quite. I'm making mine-ish.
No. You can't say he looks like Thanos. I was thinking of purple. He's not Grimace. I'm trying to think of now purple characters.
It's Skeletor-ish, but not quite what I was thinking. The match is getting a lot of time tonight. Yes, it is. We still have 25 minutes to go. Profits need a different attitude. They are back to hot doggers. I mean, I think now it's more arrogance than having a good time.
Do you remember Ricky that popped up randomly to face Kevin Owens, I believe, in a match and everything? And he was just kind of a bit, he's got some independence, but he was a bit bald and just local enhancement. That's what Ciampa looks like now. Of like, you don't intimidate me. Do you hear me? I'm not afraid of you anymore.
Ooh, Montez under the ladder, but MCMG's got an answer.
Oh,
Dawkins back, who's been a force in this match. 2 big rights.
Well, Ford is very much kind of your offensive player. He's your wide receiver, your quarterback. Dawkins is your fucking linebacker in this kind of mix.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you don't move, we're coming right through you, period.
Well, and again, you forget how goddamn athletic he is, too. Like, the man's still round Jacob's size. Like, if we're going to go singles routes. Just saying.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, he's a big fella.
What? Or did they just double stomp it on that man's genitalia?
Gas pedal, I think we called it once upon a time.
Well, that'll make you break real fast. That'll make you screech and shout. Yeah.
Does MCMG have a chair? Saban, to be specific.
The fear I see in the back of your mind. Coast to coast-ish.
The sliding drop kick. Aleister Black versus Miz next week. Yes, sir. We kind of lost the aura with the beard a little bit, right?
You nailed it, though. Samson, we're out here. Where else, Sparks, are you going to be?
Ford ate that chair.
That was just shrapnel. Whatever that was just there, just call it shrapnel because that shit just went everywhere.
That's the best ricochet I've seen all week.
And it's not even, and no one's bald in it either.
Well, yeah, not in the move. You're right.
Right.
I vote MCMG. Crowd just wants to go home. I disagree with that, ABJ.
No, this is what you bought the ticket for.
Yeah, no, they're good.
This is what you bought the ticket for.
Like now's not really watch, here they go. Big pop. Yeah.
Four just straight cleans top post top rope. Like man's got bungees. Can the Bills draft him as a defensive back? Because man's got uppies. We'll play him. We'll Travis Hunter. We'll play him at wide receiver and DB.
Everybody down.
And they all just into the table that's just in the corner, by the way. We've still got plenty of peripheries and furniture at ringside.
Right. That guy hurt. Yeah, probably. He left. Angelo hung up. Yeah, Angelo was grabbing his wrist there for a second. So, yeah, he didn't really help save him. He just jumped over him. And now he's setting up the ladder. Angelo's still suffering.
Well, I mean, you just got one of you that needs to take the titles down. Is it always interesting how when it comes to matches like this, you get multiple ladders involved? You get one that's like really super fucking tall. Of like you should very clearly be using this one, and then you get one that's like knee high. Like, what are you doing with this?
Yeah. I got a 14-foot ladder that allows my head to hit the belts, or this 6-foot ladder where I got to stand on the very top on my tippy toes.
Yeah, I got this 4-foot ladder that's clearly just to be thrown at people.
That Kevin Hart ladder. Bap, bap, bap. But we got Montez. We got DIY.
In the middle of DIY, though.
3 ladders. What move is about to happen?
You count 3, I got 2.
Oh, flatliner.
Oh.
Flatliner.
But Ciampa's still up there at the ladders. He's got to just swing and grab him. No way. 0%. Do they do it? You're right there. Grab it.
Angelo's back. I mean,
what fucking logic is that, though? Of I need to step away because I'm getting grabbed at the ankles. No, you bitch. You better yank me down.
Yeah, but if someone's trying to,
I'm right there. All I got to do is unlatch a thing.
I mean, come on, Nick. He had it.
Let me be my Greca. Let me be my Greca.
Angelo going up. DIY going up.
Right. It was funny. I was about to say before, Montez was kind of the eye in the DIY there for a minute.
Right.
Oh,
my God. The silencer. Who's showing up? I don't know, Bruiser. This match might speak for itself without anything else. Somebody gets the
Wile E. Coyote camera for that.
I only saw the first part before Coyote, and I was like, where's he going with Willie? Wile E. Coyote.
That big old Willie E. Coyote. As Dawkins now back up, about to shove off. Ciampa and Sabin, well, they're halfway hamstrung, but Sabin's ready to back spring.
Yeah, Sabin caught himself and was like, okay, I'm good.
Motor City, got it lined up. All you got to do is climb. This is when everyone becomes a paraplegic and doesn't know how to use the fucking ladder.
Right.
Chair.
Ciampa back in.
Now we've got DIY here using the chairs. Oh my fuck.
I've never seen that before.
Back. Anyone out there in the top mausoleum out there, just catch Alex Shelley's fucking jawline, because they pulmonized his head with a chair and then fucking batting practice. Good God.
MCMG's not winning, folks. MCMG's not winning tonight, folks.
I was halfway about to go, well, if DIY is all the chairs, so which team's the ladder team and which one's the table team here?
Right. Yes, it is, Christian. Yes.
There's goddamn batting practice, my guy. The back, home run derby out here.
I've never, again, to whip the horse collar around the neck like that. That was a cool spot.
Oh, it's fucking insane. Like, I was worried about this before, this being a TV stipulation match. This is far from this. This should have been WrestleMania.
Oh,
don't you.
Montez is back.
Oh, I thought they were about to gutbuster somebody on that bridge. So they've got the chairs spinal.
Right. No, don't look good.
Oh!
He who sets it up eats it.
But that was painful. Like, that's all neck, all spine, all shoulders, just all bad, all painful.
Right. Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, TJ.
Yes,
what a move. Right into that chair. We're going to get the table spot.
Hey, we found the table team. We got the chair team. So I guess that makes MCMG the ladder team.
Right.
Dawkins, get the tables. Don't get the one that's set up. Get the one that's not set up.
Right. So much for my heel theory. Thanks, guys. What's your thoughts on WWE discussing John Cena and Travis Scott versus Bad Bunny and Mystery Partner? Oh, scary thoughts. I don't know.
Yes, I second that. Just no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't know, man. I think it might sour a lot of people if this gets silly.
Oh, that would very much be getting silly. Of just you've reached the point of saturation and toleration.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God,
walk away.
Oh my God, like a super doomsday over the top. Jeez, Lord, what?
75-man tope blockbuster is what that was.
Tope blockbuster. Well done, Nick. Everybody down like bowling pins.
That's a strike. That's a strike.
Yeah. This is awesome, Chance.
As we got 15 minutes. I feel like we're going to a commercial break.
We are going to
whoever said commercial free.
Who said commercial free, though?
The chat.
No, we didn't go. I didn't go to commercial.
This man's just picking a crutch. He's got a peg leg.
That's someone's leg.
Fucking pirate Montez Ford out here. Peggy. We're out here in commercial. We thought we were teasing a commercial break, but we got a peg leg out here.
Peggy. The first ever Peggy chant on this channel. I'm clipping that.
Just call me Hank Hill. Peggy.
Yeah, we got a leg. ECW all in the house.
Oh, this is so awesome. This should have been fucking WrestleMania. He just grabbed a fan's fucking peg leg and was beating people with it when we thought we were cut to commercial.
Right, Alex Shelby holding his knee. Everybody's holding something, to be honest, Jason. Again, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I don't need Travis Scott in the ring. No, we're good. We're good. We had our dose. Hopefully they learned their lesson. Stop the damn match. This has gone too far. He's broken it.
This can't go far. We're setting a table up backwards.
Right.
We're setting the table up backwards.
Oh, shit. Montez into the ladder. There goes that table.
TJ, I could use a commercial break, but that's okay. Welcome to GCW, where they'll have a 75 intermission after this shit.
You guys are fucking hilarious. You kill me. No, I literally
coming in for clamp. He's a little down with the faceless.
Even our buddy Dale. Holy shit, a leg.
Like, a prosthetic leg.
It was the one-arm leg. It was the one-arm leg guy. What the fuck? It's the one-arm man.
You heard it here first, folks. That's a Canadian anatomy out there for you of the one-armed leg guy.
Oh, save him with the splash. Almost overshot it a bit. Carnage ensues. And Montez about to say, anything you can do, I can do better.
Oh, bro, but this is 100%. This is fucking awesome. This is how you make this the SmackDown after Mania without having Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins and all of that.
Facts. Again, I mean, you would argue.
Who?
Oh my God, Senton.
Again, can I draft him as a fourth round pick for wide receiver and defensive back? Because man's got bungees. I don't know who has more uppies. Him, Kevin Knight, fucking Wesley, goddamn, why am I blanking? Javon Evans, all that. They all got goddamn bungees out here.
Javon and Montez in a jump off would be fun to watch. My God, Montez down through a table. Angelo down through a table. Ciampa patting his ass, letting him know I'm not dead.
I'm just bald.
What?
No, I was saying I'm not dead. I'm just bald.
Right?
I was just trying to make a joke.
Yeah, I missed.
Yeah, very good.
Aiden limping, getting to another table. They're doing fadeaways for these transitions. They're dissolving.
Kevin, don't eat your fucking heart out.
I don't want to wait.
Hardcore chemicals. I don't want to wait for my match to be over.
It's deep. Big kick. Montez going to the top. Got me in here sweating.
Keep sweating.
Big kick.
Super kick.
Everyone looks good in this match.
Oh, this is phenomenal. This allowed me to reintroduce myself with this tag division. Now I give a shit about the SmackDown tag division.
Let's wake up the tag division. This is how we do it.
Oh, holy shit. Air raid crash through the ladder.
Down.
Folded.
Down. Man down.
Holy.
Ciampa just screaming.
Just do it. Just fucking go.
And that move hurts even more tonight because Ciampa has become more aerodynamic.
More smoother through the air. Absolutely. 100%. He picked up an extra kilometer or two on that move. Little bit more force on that impact. That's why that ladder sat there and snapped right in half.
Right, as MCMG back. Gargano's outnumbered, so MCMG looking good right now.
Somehow that 0% is becoming very much an outlier here. Now you almost don't know how that got there because they're kind of front runners.
DIY's been a beast in this match. This is the best we've seen them in a long time. Whoa, we're going to get the DDT.
Oh, slingshot. Oh, caught him. Oh,
big kicks.
Big boot. That table's someone's going through that. It's right there. It's too precarious.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he's going to walk on. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. Bold strategy. You're going to walk on the table? Holy shit. Holy shit.
My God. If he didn't
cutter cross body through the table, on the table.
It's the Skull and Bones, but modified, obviously, because he went up and over, slingshot style. My God. Saban's
tag team wrestling, tag team wrestling.
Saban's going to have a purple bicep tomorrow.
Now, will you believe him like Cody?
Right? I might. I saw this one.
But yeah, no, this 100%. From literally a tag team out there doing this nonstop to all the tag teams literally right here of this is 100%. A, this is SmackDown after WrestleMania. And B, I really, really give a shit about the tag team division now.
Well, again, and you introduce someone like Fraxium tonight, they're going to be an impact. You're really setting up just to let the tag team division have bangers. Your job is to go and have a bangers. Ciampa, DIY's got him.
He climbed it so fast because it's so aerodynamic to 0%.
No way.
You can have your 0% and shove it in. Oh,
no way.
Jeff Hardy spot. What are they going to do? Somebody get up. Pinata.
Well, they successfully hit his legs.
Well, that would fucking hurt.
Look at Dawkins, bro.
Dawkins. Spear off the. He's going to be Edge. Edge Jeff Hardy. This is what we're going to get. They're sitting there. They're teeing him up in places what Motor City is. They're telling him to do it. He's going to spear this man back to the goddamn Biblex through the table. You think you know me? Tessitore's voice is hoarser than a fucking Kentucky Derby fucking front runner right now.
Right, just losing it.
Justifiably.
That's amazing.
The chants, I can't chant anymore. I don't know what more else to say about this matchup. It's just, this should have been WrestleMania. This should have been
the second match at Mania. Night one feels a lot different.
It's a whole lot fucking cooler.
No bricks, no needles, no bags. Just saying facts. They killed Johnny. They've killed everybody.
Ford still got to pop up out of somewhere. He's still the zombie that hasn't been double tapped yet.
I feel like, Montez is lurking. As
Shelly's crawling and saving Garden and Gargano chair to the midsection.
Oh.
Sabu chair.
One of my favorite spots in all of wrestling. The Sabu spot. You even have the decency to get over here and hit me. You threw it. Bastard. I didn't see that coming.
We get Johnny same face, Johnny plain face. About to be your new tag champion.
Now what are they going to do?
Ford. We've seen Edge and Jeff Hardy. Now we need Matt Hardy, Montez Ford.
Fuck.
You hate me because I'm right. We're now punch.
Oh, down.
Why am I having a WrestleMania quality TLC match on my free SmackDown? Ford, jumping, just haymaker, saving.
Wait, oh my God, Johnny's back.
Gargano. Oh, he's got him hung in the middle.
Oh, like a cheeky stairs kick.
Cheeky crucifixion. You can't do that so close to Easter.
It's a ladder Nando. No way. No way.
You realize Ford's going to rise and just yeet this shit. And again.
Oh, wait.
Every second you think we're going to get to the end, we don't. He's Spider-Man. Montez Ford.
I'll climb the side. I've never seen anyone climb the side of a step ladder before.
He's resurrected as he's out here playing coconuts.
Both men down.
Do it. And they still got 5 minutes on the clock. Holy shit. He's taking the belts down. I'm taking the whole structure down.
Let's go. Big
Montez Ford.
Is that Jermaine Dupri?
Maybe, well, I was going to say, Dawkins at least knows he's in the United States of America. He doesn't know what state he might be in, but yeah.
Right. Yo, what up, Geek Box? The world's second favorite box. Let's go. How you doing, buddy?
This though is insane. They still have 5 minutes on the clock. They started not at a full hour, and that's one of the best tag matches, one of the best TLC matches, one of the best ladder matches. Like all of the compliments, all of the praise to give to that. Of literally, it was breakneck. There was no commercial, so it was breakneck.
Breakneck. I mean, it felt like a pay-per-view match. It really would have helped night one of WrestleMania for sure. As much as then what do you do here? But nonetheless, I digress. I think that it was a hell of a match. I mean, when we talk about the half year for Lifeys in July, this is now in the mix of one of those matches in the first 6 months of 2025 that delivers.
If you didn't know they were the best, you know now of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. And especially compared to Motor City and DIY, they're not the work rate guys in that match and everything. Right. They're your spot guys and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they were, I almost don't even want to say they were fully the linchpin because everyone goddamn was. Everybody had a moment to shine. Everybody, literally every second you thought that they were about to end it. But wait, there's more. And it was so much better.
Yeah, there was a lot of that, Nick. And like you said, I think every guy had, I'd say multiple. I think each wrestler in this match had 2 or 3 really shining spots. They're showing Dawkins coming off for the spear through a table. Chaos. I mean, 2 big table spots. Montez flying around like a maniac. Big win for your champs. Hell of a match. All 3 teams look strong. Both teams can go back after it. To me, DIY really showed up and showed out tonight. A team that we've kind of like foo-fooed for quite a while, picked on for a little bit, haven't really impressed us for a hot minute. My God, they were a big story tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and every moment like this match never outstayed its welcome. It was realistically like a half hour, 45 minutes tops. Mm-hmm. And it was absolutely breakneck of literally every second you thought you kind of knew where they were going, they instantly pull off something else. Like we got the spear through a table. We got the white noise, the air raid crash through a ladder. We got the skulls and bones out there, double team through a table. And we got goddamn Montez Ford Spider-Man climbing the goddamn ladder. Like every second of this was every minute felt new, felt something you hadn't seen before, but also touched on something that was familiar. And there was not a moment missed. There was not a lot of dead time, not a lot of downtime. It didn't overstay its welcome.
They're showing Jermaine Dupri again.
That almost looks like Swerve. He's just in disguise.
Like that blockbuster they're showing now, the Tope blockbuster, fucking magic. The Swanton over the top through the table, unreal. And they still got back up and did more shit.
And it's crazy though too, because unlike with other matches, and I'm sure somebody could try and run back a clip or whatever of when you have a match that's got crazy spots and got this, as they picked the most Caucasian of Caucasians to be beside, just saying, hey, he's maybe next, might be actually whiter than Michael Cole, if that's humanly possible. But they very much, instead of though of just it being like big spot, and then instantly no sell. Oh, they were fucking out for a while, but there were so many moving parts and everybody hit another spot here or there. Of Ciampa at one point was the fucking superstar. We thought he was going to win the match. He was more aerodynamic and all that. Like everybody had a turn to play. Yes, I know. White talking about whites. We've got it. We moved on. We got the joke. It's funny.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm trying to save you. I'm trying to give you a life raft.
What are you saving me from? Having a good time?
I don't know. Being able to speak.
Keep talking. I mean, we don't have to fill all the air. They can listen to me laugh for a second. That's
normally a problem, but we still get out of here at 11 o'clock on the dot.
SmackDown goes off the air right on time. big celebration. Street Profits not doing a yeet, but they're doing like a choo-choo. Yeah.
We needed to choo-choo somebody else. I'm just saying, but yeah. Come on, get rhythm when you get the blues.
Yeah.
Come on, get rhythm.
It's been a long week, folks. So yeah, that I thought
this
something.
Is a feel-good Friday for sure.
Yeah, I mean, shit. ABJ, welcome 10 out of 10. Holy shit. Weren't you complaining that the crowd was crickets? Or is that just you being observant and not critical?
Are you yelling at me? What the fuck did I do? Why are you saying fuck me for?
I'm talking to the chat.
You just said you. You didn't specify who. You just said you.
Oh my god. Maddie in a good mood. Best SmackDown of the year. Interesting claim. I think we've had a couple good ones. 8.25.
No, that best SmackDown.
Okay. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna say 9.5, 9. Wrestling is just so awesome at the moment. It really is. That's why, I mean, the people that are waking up every day and just have nothing but piss. Like, what can I piss on? What can I fuck up? Whose day can I try and ruin today? I mean, again, with all this cool shit happening, how are you so miserable? I don't get it.
It's one of those. It's how do you wake up mad? Like, normally throughout the day of being on social media and everything, there'll be some idiot or whatever that'll say something that'll piss me off or send me a sideways, but just wake up mad, like wake up angry.
9 out of 20 Manscapes. Welcome home, Malachi Black. Again, not to be overlooked. Malachi Black cooks tonight. I mean, a hot minute, but just the entrance alone was enough for me. I give it a 9. I really enjoyed the John Cena promo. He inspired me to never have kids. Be a role model to them. So I'm never getting married or having kids. I mean, again, sometimes it's nice to have somebody beside you, Christian. Don't give up. You're young. It was the first time a prosthetic was used. I mean, does
Peggy.
Are we going back to Zach though? I mean, is that did he ever?
Oh yeah, well that's how he was undefeatable at a Royal Rumble. All he had to do was slide his peg leg under the bottom ring, and he could never be beaten.
2 feet would never touch.
Exactly, logic.
9 out of 10 for SmackDown. I'll be honest. Going into the main event, I was around a 7. There was stuff that was good, but there was just a couple lulls in there where I'm like, okay, this is good, not amazing. I did come up since the main event and then kind of looking at Malachi return. I like Naomi and what she's doing. I thought Jade Tiffany was a little clunky, but you needed to do it. I think there's a lot of options here. That main event killed. LA Knight, Jacobs fun. The US, the tag team division and the US title division, if you will, both got a real nice kick in the ass tonight by Triple H.
Yeah, for everybody that Triple H can't book shit, Vince could have done this. All right, so we now know that the main title's locked up. That's where that is. There's secret club, 2 people enter, 1 person leave type shit. So now I'm going to very much build up my mid-card title and my tag title division. So now everything, all of the depth on my roster on my weekly shows, I'm very much going to build up. To me, this is, I got to say again, 10 out of 10, almost Spinal Tap. These go to 11. From the Cena promo, Zelina sneaks a win. Tiffany and Jade might have been a clunk in the junk, but again, it's for everything that main event was. It's almost, you can forget about all of that. It's really, you got some really nice ice cream at the very end of this. So I can forget that the second course maybe not have been so hot. And I would still say best SmackDown of 2025 and best Raw of 2025. And if this is what we're getting coming out of WrestleMania, and these are your season premieres, as I've said them, we've said them, we're hitting the ground goddamn running.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, it's hard to argue with any of that. So you're basically pitching that WWE ran a perfect week, 10 out of 10 on both shows this week.
Oh yeah, I think that there's been the halfway discussion, and I don't think we've got time to get into this full argument, that this week for WWE weekly television was better than WrestleMania. I know that that's a very outside theory, but it has been thrown out there.
5 hours of content that absolutely cooked. I know we could argue, but I think small decisions. Again, that TLC match would have made such a big difference to how we felt about night one for sure. Yeah.
Is it almost a smart play of you keep that here, because that was very much like you said going into the end, though, you were at like a 7 out of a 10. If that wasn't the end, then would that have that's not a 10 out of 10. That's now we have another not so weak SmackDown, and it can't hold a candle, can't hold a flame to Monday Night Raw, which very much its big moment was predicated because of WrestleMania's night one main event result.
Absolutely. Geekbox going 9, Dale going 7. I think I'm going 8.5. I'm going with Sappit here tonight. 8.5 out of 10. 9 from Malik. But yeah, I'm with 8.5. There was a couple spots that as far as I'm like, okay. Again, the 3 hours is a bit of okay, I know I'm watching a 3-hour show. Again, that ending, I mean, you could argue 10, 9, being a little picky with the 8.5, but I thought overall, hell of a show. I'm so pumped about Alistair being back. I think Tiffany and Jade was a bit of a clunky situation. We'll see where Nia goes with this. We're building Naomi versus Jade. They run it back. I mean, again, we need to see a little more out of Jade as she develops. Fraxium's debut was pretty good. I mean, a really, really good show.
Yeah, no, I can very much see it to where still it was a super strong. Like 8.5 is not a bad thing at all.
No. And I could go 9. I think I'd stay away from 10, but 9 for sure.
If I keep telling you, maybe I can get you a 9.5. Price is right. But yeah, no, either way, again, I would still say, and we can discuss this at a later date if we need to, or chat, you can let us know. To me, best Raw of 2025, best SmackDown of 2025. Whether you want to give it an 8.5, a 10, an 11, a 12, best weekly WWE programming in 2025. Granted, it should be coming out of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see where the momentum goes. Again, we're starting a new season. We're heading towards Backlash. And ultimately, now the ball is in Triple H's court to see what he can deliver and how he can carry this through. I like a lot of what's happening and a lot of the energy. You go back a week and we had the best Dynamite of the year at Spring Breakthrough. So, I mean, I know this week's a little bit of an interesting one, but ultimately, yeah, there's a lot of reasons to kind of not be so dreadfully pissed off. But Triple H and The Rock as well don't know nothing about wrestling, so they just need to sit down and watch. Triple H knows a shit ton about wrestling. The Rock does too. I think The Rock, I mean, it's such a funny group, but I will see you Sunday, 7:30 p.m. TNA Rebellion. As Scott Rizzo will defend. Yes, the title will be on the line on Sunday, so be here Sunday. Scott will put his newly found championship up for grabs. Malik, I'm just sick and tired of dumbass people criticizing. Again, you just kind of got to block it out, guys. You're never going to beat the internet. It's undefeated, and you just got to block it out and just understand that some people are just going to do it because it's a way to get attention, and it's a sad way to get it, but that's us as a group right now.
Well, yes, with that, but also no one is Teflon, no one is infallible, but they're like the overwhelming of just one way or the other. And for everybody that the same way, it's funny that same people that want to go that way at Hunter don't want to go that way at TK. Again, you've talked about it of just like waking up mad. Like there's so much good shit going on in wrestling across the board. AEW, WWE, TNA, etc., GCW, Wrestling Evolver, House of Glory. Like, to wake up already pre-mad. Like, fuck is going on with you?
But no, I couldn't agree more, Nick. And again, it's something with the WFU that we're fighting against, folks. And yeah, I love chirping and beaking people. They melt down so fast. But at the same time, keep it clean, keep it respectful. And again, just if you find somebody's just constantly beating a drum and being negative, you don't need to follow them. Why do we follow people that don't have a good message? So think about it. But as Nick said, we are back for Rebellion on Sunday. Of course, Raw on Monday. It's going to be a hell of a show. Lots to figure out with the new Dangerous Alliance. And Rebellion's going to be a fun one, 7:30 Sunday. We will be here live for some TNA pay-per-view. Again, more live streams than anybody else out there, folks. Happy to do it. We appreciate you on a Feel Good Friday. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Follow all our socials. Go check out our Facebook. And Geekbox throwing some pounds our way. Block it out. F the IWC. And love the WFU. A true member of the WFU. Geekbox spreading the love, bringing the community together. Nick, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, well, we'll even see almost a bit tonight that John Cena might be the WFU champion. And typical hockey player out there just being all sorts of fucking chirpy, by the way. Just
you got it. You got it.
Right.
Thumbs up. But that's it, folks. That's all she wrote. Again, 9 out of 10. Thank you. And go check out everything.
Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is all authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, you put that for live footage.
See you on the flip side, folks. See you on Sunday. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Helps when you hit end.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, thing. Thank you. This is the extended director's cut of our live stream here tonight. See you on the flip side. Good night.